are live. We already got a couple people in the chat, but we can't. We already know we're about to start off with what's good, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with Energy Johnson. Today, obviously, I'm not alone. Obviously, we have some familiar faces of the channel. So before we get into today's live stream, it's a big one. Make sure you guys go check all the links down below. I believe Josh's link is there, and I believe the Bin Podcast link. Corrupts Donnie. If you have any other social medias you want to shout out, you can shout it out at the end of the stream. But how are y'all doing today, man? I'm everyone in the chat. How are you guys doing? And hope you guys are doing good. And today we're gonna start off. Before we get into the mock draft, we're gonna get into some introductions of the people we have here. I'm gonna introduce this guy first. The guy with no camera. The most interesting guy that I know, and it's not even close. Like this is a very interesting guy. Um, as you can see, his name has a furniture piece involved in it, and he is the couch of the community. Donnie the couch. How are you doing today, man?
I am doing fine. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing amazing, man. I can't complain myself. I'm just having a fun time, and I can't wait for this mock draft. And then next, we're gonna introduce the most reoccurring guests on this channel. I mean, this guy might as well be a part of the channel at this point. It is Corrupts. How are you doing today, man?
It's a nice rainy day down here in southern Florida. I am ready to get this mock draft going.
Let's go, man. And then, I don't think this guy needs any introduction, but we'll do it anyways. One half of arguably the best sports channel. Matter of fact, it's not even the argument. The best sports channel on the planet. That is Josh from the Sports Theory. How is everything going, man?
What's up, MG? What's going on, Donnie? What's up, Corrupt? Thank you, MG, for inviting me back onto the show. NBA draft, man, this is what we love. We love this game. It's going to be a stacked class, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in y'all's mocks because this is going to be a great draft, and we can't wait for it. So thank you.
100%, man. I see a couple people in the chat. You got B Sports Talk, Freddie Kibbs, Eli, Jaw Raider, Panthers Rule, Anthony, Big Play Slay. Got my uncle also in the chat. We got Coster 2K, Joel Robinson. Everybody coming in the chat early, man. Appreciate all of you. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Easiest way to support the channel. And let's get into it, man. So we got the 2021 NBA mock draft. Before I ask you guys your first pick, how do you feel about this year's draft? How do you feel about it?
It's a very stacked class. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, I like it. Mm-hmm. Now, Corrupt, me and you, we watched college basketball for a majority of the season. So I know you're excited for this. We've been talking about this since last draft ended. So I can't wait, man. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna go with Corrupts. We're gonna go with Donnie. Then we're gonna get me, and then Josh will go last. So you guys have a good idea of what the draft order will be. Let's go, man. So we're gonna start off with the first overall pick. We're gonna start off with yes. Josh has something to say.
No, said first. I'm just.
I thought you said like wait 1 second. We had the first overall pick, and we're gonna start with Corrupts. Who do you have at numero uno?
All right, so this is gonna be a shocker. All right, Cade Cunningham. No one saw this coming.
God,
no one saw this coming, bro. Wow,
awful.
Wow. He's undoubtedly the number one guy this draft. Honestly, like if it's any other pick, if the Pistons mess this up somehow, I would be surprised, honestly. Even though it is the Pistons, I'd be surprised.
But I think that is about as worse of a pick as those headphones are.
Honestly, bro, how dare you?
Hey, man, a man gotta do what a man does.
Wait, Jeremiah Robinson Earl is obviously the number one pick. Like, come on, like
it's a factual statement, like, honestly.
Like, Donnie, can you correct this guy's wrong pick? Who do you have at number one?
Well, honestly, like, how could you not pick Cade Cunningham as the number one overall pick in the NBA draft? Mm-hmm. He's a generational talent. He's a 6'8" point guard. Reminds me a lot of Luka Doncic. Even though we're not doing player comparisons here because it's wrong and I don't like it, but he plays a lot like him, and he's got great hustle. Only thing he needs to work on is clean up his shot a little bit, and he's golden, like the Golden Girls.
Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna go with the number one overall pick. I mean, Corrupt and Donnie. I mean, I just don't get how did you not have Cade Cunningham going number one? It's like just pretty clear and obvious. I mean, I don't have to explain much more than Donnie and Corrupt did. He is a generational talent who is he's just an amazing player. When I watch him, I just get a sense of a guy who's gonna be in the NBA, have a long, successful, and potential Hall of Fame career. So, Josh, do you agree with this, or will you be the guy who just doesn't
No,
have a brain?
I mean, the Pistons don't need to be thinking hard about this. I know Jalen Green's a really good talent. I know Mobley could also fit very, very well there, and he is a great prospect as well. But don't overthink this. Take Cade Cunningham, 19 years old, massive guard, 6'8", 220 pounds, built like a forward. I mean, imagine a guy kind of like Ben Simmons, but can actually shoot, with tremendous upside. Just take Cade Cunningham and call it a day. That's what I got.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham was undoubtedly the number one guy. I actually think that he also needs to work on his turnovers because he had quite a lot of turnovers this season. But yeah, besides his turnovers, I think he was. I mean, so many clutch shots. Oh my gosh, when you watch this guy, you can tell he's the number one pick. You can tell he's the number one pick. All right,
once in a generation.
Once. All right, man. B. Christensen, I don't know why you have Cade Cunningham in number 2. Come on, dude. But no, I'm joking. But let's get right to the number 2 overall pick, man. Start off with Corrupt once again. Who do you have going number 2?
So I have Jalen Green going number 2. There could be some people would probably say Jalen Suggs or even Evan Mobley, but I think the Rockets love Jalen Green, right? And I also think Jalen Green being in the G League is going to help, get him to number 2. So I'll go Jalen Green.
Playing pro ball. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Donnie?
I am going to go with Jalen Green as the number 2 overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft, going to the Houston Rockets because it's a no-brainer. He has the second most upside in this entire draft outside of Mobley, in my opinion. And I think he's a little bit more refined than Suggs playing in the G League for a while.
I like that. I agree with that statement, man. I feel like him playing in the G League gives him a really, really big boost. He's playing against some of the older NBA players that, are journeymen. Obviously he's not playing against the best NBA talent, but he's playing against guys with NBA experience. So, and he's playing getting coached by ex-assistant coaches or even ex-head coaches in the G League. So, I'm gonna have to agree with that and go Jalen Green number 2. The Ignite. Him and Kuminga were there doing great things. And I just like, the upside of this guy right here. And he's also, in my opinion, the best fit for Houston when you look at, how that team is built with like Christian Wood there. Obviously they technically have John Wall in the roster. He might not be there for that much longer though. So get a guy like Jalen Green right here. And I think you're fine if you're the Houston Rockets. Josh, do you agree with this or not?
Yes, it should be Jalen Green. Now, there are rumblings going around that the Houston Rockets are a team that's looking to possibly move up and get into the number 1 spot. And I could definitely see the Houston Rockets doing something like that, or even trading back and trying to acquire more assets. I seriously could see them doing that. So if they stay here, they're going to take Jalen Green, and don't think twice about it.
Yep. All right. I agree. I think we all can agree here. Big Play Slate says Jalen Green's his favorite player. Hey, man. He's an amazing talent. But let's get into number 3, man. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Corrupt. Who do you have going to Cleveland?
I have Evan Mobley going here. All right. Now, there's some questions. Like, they have Jared Allen, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, if you're looking at this, right, I'd rather take a potentially generational big man than Jared Allen, honestly. I think Jared Allen's pretty replaceable. You can also look at Jalen Suggs, right? But I don't know. I think Evan Mobley's the better player over Jalen Suggs. So I think they go best available, and I think they can help the Cavs all out a lot. So I go Evan Mobley.
All right, Donnie.
I have the Cleveland Cavaliers selecting another guard in Jalen Suggs, because the past 4 drafts I haven't taken guards at all, This is like the fifth guard they've taken in the past NBA draft. Oh my god! But for real, like, I think they're going to trade Colin Sexton, and they're going to need another guard in the backcourt, and a good at the two position is Jalen Suggs, and I love Jalen Suggs. I think he's going to fit like a glove there, and I think he'll be good here. Evan Mobley was also a good choice, but I think they like Jared Allen way too much to get rid of him that easily. Even though Evan Mobley, in my opinion, is the most talented player in this draft.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you guys there, with Donnie there. I'm going to go with Jalen Suggs at number 3. I think that the time at Colin Sexton in Cleveland is done, a.k.a. Sexland. I think it's done over there, man. And I think if you want a perfect guard to fit next to Darius Garland at the 2-guard position, you're going to get that from Jalen Green. You're going to get a guy who is coached by a very, very well program over there in Gonzaga, a guy who's going to come over there. He's going to fit. He's going to be a mature shooting guard for your basketball team. And if you want to build a good, young, mature franchise over there in Cleveland, you want to get a guy like Jalen Suggs, man. So that's just what I think. But Josh, who do you have at number 3?
All right, so if the Cleveland Cavaliers decide to trade Sexton, then yes, Suggs makes a whole lot of sense. But I'm thinking that they're going to hold on to Sexton. And even if they do trade Sexton, I look at the Cleveland Cavaliers right here at number 3, and I wrote down their needs. They just need talent to go with that backcourt and that wing in Isaac Okoro, who they drafted last year. And to me, Evan Mobley is just too good to pass up. He is a potential two-way star in this league. You guys know I don't like comps, but he looks like a Chris Bosh to me. That's exactly what he looks like. You know, he's a thin frame, but he could shoot from anywhere, and he's a very good defender, and he's going to continue to get better every single year. I think he's just too good of a player to pass up. And yes, they have Jared Allen, but because of his thin frame going into this league, I think you could still pair him into the front court with a Jared Allen, and maybe even eventually move on from Jared Allen and try to see if you can get some pieces for him, which you should be able to do because at his age and with his skill set, you could get a lot for Jared Allen, maybe even more than a Colin Sexton. So I say the Cavaliers have to go Evan Mobley right here at number 3. It's a no-brainer for me. Evan Mobley is the move.
Chris Bosh comparison. I didn't think we'd be getting something like that today. But you know, I think that's a decent comparison when you look at Evan Mobley. And I think he might be the most skill for skill most talented player in this class. So
I mean, the guy plays great on ball defense. He can hit from everywhere. He's a great IQ. He can make the passes from anywhere on the court. He's a good shot blocker. He's going to turn into a eventual go-to scorer. I mean, if you keep that backcourt intact with Isaac Okoro at the wing and then him in the front court, shoosh, Cleveland is looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. So we got Panthers Rule saying Evan Mobley to the Raptors could be the new Chris Bosh. So someone agrees with you with the Chris Bosh comparison. So a lot of people agree with Josh right there. And I agree with the comparison, but I don't agree with the pick. But, you know, we'll get to that soon. Corrupt, number 4. We have the Toronto Raptors. Who do you have going to Canada?
So I have the best available player, which is Jalen Suggs, right? I think this year's draft, it's the 4 or 5 players, and Jalen Suggs is like the 4th player, I think. Jalen Suggs really good, hit some really nice shots in the tournament. He's just offensively very gifted and defensively very gifted. This Jalen Suggs is a really good player, and Raptors, they don't mind him falling to him to that team at all. They don't mind that player falling to them. Jalen Suggs is a great pick for them.
Yep. All right. Before Donnie goes, I want to say about that Raptors and Suggs fit. It'll be interesting to see because if they lose Kyle Lowry, him and Fred VanVleet can be a nice young duo for years to come. So that'd be interesting to see for Suggs at 4. But Donnie, who do you have at number 4?
I have the Toronto Raptors selecting Evan Mobley. He's like Chris Bosh, but better, you know. And I think this is a no-brainer pick. You get rid of Chris Boucher. He's a nice role player. You put Evan Mobley in that front court, and the Raptors are looking very nice in the Eastern Conference. He's going to shut down a lot of the dominant paint players you have in the East, like Joel Embiid, Giannis, who just don't shake your head. You know he's going to do that. He's going to don't shake your head at me. He's going to be a great player. Honestly, this is like a no-brainer. You just pack it up before even the pick goes in. You just hopefully the draft goes fast and they just fucking throw the pick in and then it's done. You got Evan Mobley on the Raptors.
Yep, and I'm gonna agree with you. I have Evan Mobley going number 4 to the Toronto Raptors. I think this is a perfect fit. When you got a guy like Chris Boucher, he's played some possessions at power forward this season. So even if you don't want to put him on the bench, you can have him play the 4, or you can, do whatever you want there. But when you talk about Evan Mobley, one of the more skilled big men we've seen out of the last few NBA drafts. Honestly, in my opinion, he's the most skilled big man coming out of the draft since none other than Joel Embiid back in his class and Nikola Jokic. So when you look at Evan Mobley right here, I just think this is a no-brainer. First off, you're getting the best available player. You're getting the generational talent at the big man position who can play at both ends of the floor. I just think Evan Mobley's a good fit. And I think that it's a no-brainer if Evan Mobley's here at 4. You have to get him if you're Toronto. So that's just what I think. But, Josh, who do you have here at number 4?
Yep. Toronto Raptors, I have them drafting Jalen Suggs, a replacement guard for Lowry. He's a high IQ point guard who can play on and off the ball. And he's a fierce competitor who plays with amazing energy and passion. It's just a no-brainer pick right there. The only way I see this not happening is if, like the other scenario you guys played out where Suggs goes to Cleveland and then Evan Mobley goes here. That makes sense. Or maybe this is a spot where Orlando packages those picks together, or maybe Golden State does and moves into the top 4. That could happen. But right here in my draft board, I'm going Jalen Suggs, Toronto Raptors.
All right. I like that pick. Someone asked if Zaire Wade is getting drafted. He's not in this year's draft class. He didn't declare for this year's draft class. Talking about the son of Dwayne Wade, he will not be. But number 5. Honestly, I think this is another no-brainer to me, but I could be wrong. So we're going to start off with Corrupt. Who do you have going at number 5?
So at number 5, I have Jonathan Kuminga, and I like Jonathan Kuminga a lot. I think it was 5 guys this draft, and Jonathan Kuminga was the 5th one. I think so. They take the best player. Jonathan Kuminga has a lot of upside, and I've seen a lot of people say maybe Scotty Barnes goes here instead. But I still think Jonathan Kuminga is just the better player.
Yep.
Jonathan Kuminga does have some issues, decision making when he's driving down the court, and then of course his efficiency problems. But I think he's a very raw talent, and I think Jonathan Kuminga is the best talent on the board at that point. So they're going to go Jonathan Kuminga.
All right, Donnie, who do you have going number 5?
I have Jonathan Kuminga going to the Orlando Magic. He's the best player available here. He's a very raw prospect. He's out of the Congo. He's only 18 years old. He has so much upside. He needs to work on his 3 ball, but like I said, he's only 18. He has so much time to fix it. I think he could be a true franchise player for the Orlando Magic.
Yep. And at number 5, I'm going to go with Jonathan Kuminga. He's going to go to the Orlando Magic for me. That's just my personal opinion. Kuminga, he's a good forward who can really fit well next to Jonathan Isaac, can play the power forward position. Also, too, if they want to develop Wendell Carter or Mo Bamba, whoever, he can fit well at the starting center position. He does take outside shots, and he can score on the inside as well. So I think I really like this fit for the Orlando Magic. Get a guy like Kuminga who can fit perfectly like a puzzle in between a guy like Jonathan Isaac with his defensive potential. And then, like I said, if you want to have Wendell Carter or Mo Bamba play the 5, that's their decision. But I like Jonathan Kuminga at the 5th pick. Josh, who do you have at number 5?
You guys all went Kuminga, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Kuminga definitely has a ton of upside. Yes. You say perfectly fits like a puzzle. I mean, Kuminga could be the pick here right here, and I'd be fine with that. But fits like a perfect piece of a puzzle, I don't know. I think he's kind of a redundant pick for what the Orlando Magic already have right now when they're healthy, when they get Jonathan Isaac back. To me, it makes more sense for Scotty Barnes to go to the Orlando Magic. Great on and off the ball defender, great hustle competitor, rebounder. And he's a vocal leader, and he's got great strength, great frame, and size. I like Scotty Barnes here to the Orlando Magic. Kuminga definitely could be the guy. Also, another good fit right here would be a Franz Wagner, but give me Scotty Barnes.
Okay, Scotty Barnes. So, one different than the rest of us. Honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. I just think Kuminga, if he's a guy who can play at the power forward position, and then his talent, I mean, you can put him next to Jonathan Isaac and next to Mo Bamba, and then you have a guard like Markelle Fultz, and then you got Cole Anthony who can play the two. That's not a championship lineup, obviously, but I just think that can be a solid starting lineup here in the NBA. But yeah, man. So go ahead,
so honestly, with Jonathan Kuminga to the Magic, I think that's the worst place he can go, honestly. And I say that because the Magic are not known for drafting well, honestly. They usually, and if they do, their stars usually leave or it never works out, right? I think Jonathan Kuminga is very raw, and I don't know if the Magic can.
Yeah, I say the thing about it is that, yes, he is very, very raw. He's got a ton of upside. But Scotty Barnes, he's more ready to play right now. You could plug him in, and he's going to compete, and he's going to fit very perfectly with what they're doing right now, where the direction they're leading this team, but also has a great deal of upside as well.
No, I'm saying that this is the worst place for Jonathan Kuminga to go. But I just think that the Magic are going to pick the best available. I think Jonathan Kuminga is a better player. You know what I mean? I think overall, I think with his potential and all that kind of stuff, I think I'd rather have him over Scotty Barnes, right? And I think they're going to take that. And plus, he was in the G League, so I think that helps him out a little bit too. But I personally think that this is the worst place Jonathan Kuminga can go. Honestly, I don't like the Magic. I think Scotty Barnes would be better for them.
I hope Kuminga falls.
I mean, if Kuminga falls, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, can you fall to?
I'll take Kuminga.
I mean, you want fall to 28 to the Sixers? I mean,
bullshit.
Kuminga.
Hey, I would love that.
Hell, all right. But Kuminga, I mean, he is a raw talent, but especially being in the G League, I mean, I don't know if this matters, but you would assume that might help your development faster. And then, I mean, Scotty Barnes, you saying he could fit right now. I mean, you guys make great points, but I think having the talent of Kuminga play the power forward position with the rest of that starting lineup could be deadly if all of the pieces that they already have there work out.
It could be deadly about 2-3 years.
Right, and the Magic are fine.
And that's the thing. Is Orlando going to do that? Like, are they patient enough to develop a guy like Kuminga who is very raw? And once he does get things going, we've seen this happen a ton in their franchise history. Hey, he's looking pretty good now. Let's trade him.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing. I personally think that if you're the Magic, why I don't see why they wouldn't be fine with that. Obviously, it is the Magic. They're not a smart organization. They don't have a good front office. But if they're going to think about this the right way, you get the best player available in Kuminga. And I think the raw talent of Kuminga, I in my opinion, I just think that if you have him there, if they're willing to wait 2-3 years from now, develop all the pieces they have at that puzzle, have a very young starting lineup already, have him right there, develop correctly at the power forward position, next to Jonathan Isaac, who's a monster on defense, next to who, like I said, Wendell Carter and Mo Bamba both can be developed. They can choose one there. So, I mean, it could go either way. But we got some comments. I think raw talent will make him stay with the Magic longer. It could. And like I said, if you're a young player with the Magic and you see a young starting lineup, I think Kuminga would want to stay. I don't think he's going to be one of those players like Corrupt said, like how Dwight Howard, once he developed and he had all those great years, all right, I'm out. Or like any other player like Shaq did, or I'm just going to, develop into a superstar and I'm getting out of here. I think Kuminga, I think he's going to be more willing to stay, but
now
we'll see.
Big Play says Magic are in that situation where they had to go best player available. But see, that's the thing about this draft. Outside of 4, it's really subjective. What are you looking for? What's best for your team? That all depends. Who is best available?
I've seen,
and it could be Kuminga or Scotty. It's between those two guys for me here at Orlando.
I've seen people have Corey Kispert in the top 6. I've seen people have freaking Keon Johnson and Franz Wagner in the top 6. Like, yeah.
Corey Kispert, he might be the best shooter of this draft class. Yeah,
I agree. Corey Kispert
he is
a shooter. That kind of goes to where I have Corey Kispert drafted, but we'll wait for later.
Oh my, no way.
But number 6, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're looking to put a guy next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA. So, Corrupt, who do you have them putting a piece next to their young star in SGA?
Now, I would love this. I would love to see this happen. So I'm having Scotty Barnes going to the Thunder, right? I think Scotty Barnes with the defense, and I like Scotty Barnes' playmaking also, would be perfect for SGA. I think that, of course, they're not going to make the playoffs anytime soon, right? Unless they get like a big free agency hit or something like that. But I think Scotty Barnes to the Thunder, first off, is just best available. And so they go Scotty Barnes.
All right. Before you go quick, Donnie, welcome Isaiah and the B. Christian in the chat. Once again, Bencast link down in the description. Go catch it. Great podcast. But anyways, number 6, Donald the Couch. Who do you have at number 6?
I have the Oklahoma City Thunder selecting Jalen Johnson, small forward out of Duke, with the number 6 overall pick in the NBA draft. Very good off-ball and on-ball defender. Great ball handling. His court vision is second to none. His passing skills are great. He needs to show me more of a 3-ball. He didn't really take many threes at Duke this season. I did like him a lot taking those threes, though. But like I said, he needs more of a volume to shoot those threes. And we're dabbing now. And
why are you looking, bro?
He's a very – I like Jalen Johnson as – God damn it. I like Jalen Johnson as a on-ball, off-ball defender more than Scotty Barnes. I think he's a much better defender than Scotty Barnes. I don't like Scotty Barnes much at all.
Okay.
You're going to see that here in the next few picks. But I don't think he's bad by any means, but I don't think he's top 10 at all. But I think Jalen Johnson would be a great fit at Oklahoma City.
So, okay, real quick. So I have the streaming like on my TV, right? So I'm like seeing everything that's happening. I'm seeing Josh just make these stupid faces, and it just throwing me off. It's throwing me off.
Hey, Josh is not doing anything. Josh is doing his job, Corrupt. You need to be
like looking at me and I was like,
everybody hit that like button.
Yep. Like,
or I'm gonna find you. All right, next pick.
Next choice. Okay, so number 6, OKC. I got Scotty Barnes, small forward from Florida State University. Scotty Barnes, I think right here you got a small forward here. With Lou Dort, he's very versatile. He can play the 2 or the 3 position. So if you have him, Lou Dort, and SGA, you have them running the lineup, that could be pretty solid. Or you want to have him as a 6th man, have Lou Dort at the 3 position, have SGA at the 2, then Kemba, or if they draft a point guard, it doesn't matter. I just think Scotty Barnes, you can do a lot with him at this Oklahoma City Thunder, considering their needs. They want to build a very young, great team around SGA, and I think you do that by getting a young forward by Scotty Barnes. I'm not a big doubter of Barnes, or I'm not down on Barnes, maybe like Donnie is, and he might explain himself whenever he has Barnes chosen. But I just think right here in OKC, you got Scotty Barnes. He can play the small forward position. You could do a lot with him and Lou Dort. Like I said, whatever you want to do right there, I'm not here to build lineups. I'm just here to put guys where I think they could be a pretty good fit. And I just think with Scotty Barnes, with the talent he does have, and what OKC can possibly do with him, developing him, I think it could be a pretty good fit. But Josh, who do you have going to the Thunder here?
I have Jonathan Kuminga going here.
Okay.
Jonathan Kuminga falls to the 6th spot. And I think that's a perfect timeline for what Oklahoma City Thunder is doing. I mean, they are in rebuild mode. They have these nice young pieces. They have so many assets to go, so many more draft picks in this first round to come. So I think it'd be perfect fit for Jonathan Kuminga to fall right here to 6 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And his skill set, be great.
I would
give me Kuminga at 6.
That makes sense. Best available player. I mean, if Kuminga goes to OKC, I think that whole state of Oklahoma might just go buy Kuminga jerseys. I mean, you might go on NBAshop.com and the Kuminga jerseys might be sold out, because I think they're going to be very excited with that pick. We got 31 likes, says David. Hey, man, Appreciate everyone for hitting the like button. We got Benji in the chat. What's good,
Let's
Benjamin?
go. 30 likes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yo, real quick. Does anybody see like a white thing just flashing in my room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Corrupt. It looks like
What
your
is
lights are
that?
going on and off.
It's
I don't
called
know.
light.
Is your house haunted? Uh-oh. Corrupt's haunted house.
You know, is that
That
better?
looks better.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
that's way
that
better.
looks
Okay,
so
okay,
much
okay.
better. Holy shit.
Okay. Dang, I kind of like sexy. What? All right, next pick. Next pick. Next
Okay.
pick.
All right, Corrupt.
Oh,
First
okay.
off,
Go
first
kiss a
off.
mirror.
But Corrupt's haunted house. That's on the next episode of I don't know. Number 7, the Golden State Warriors. Corrupt. Who do you have at going to the Golden State Warriors?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have. I think this might surprise a lot of people, right? And I'm very high on this guy, like very high on this guy. I have Keon Johnson going to the Warriors at 7.
Ooh.
Now, Keon Johnson, high motor, athletic freak. He had like the highest vertical, I think, in NBA history on the scouting
I
in the-
believe so.
in the combine. This man is really good, and I think this will help the Warriors, right? I gotta go to Keon Johnson. I think this, you might look at other people like Davion Mitchell, who I really like, and then James Bouknight. I'm just higher on Keon Johnson than other people are. So I think Keon Johnson's the next best available. Other people might see it differently, but I think Keon Johnson's better. So I got Keon Johnson going here. Also, I think it'll work perfect for the Warriors. I think Keon Johnson would bring fans with his dunks. Oh my gosh. So I got them going. Huh?
Slam-a-dam-a-doo. So what you're telling me is when Josh is calling the game, a lot of slam-a-dam-a-doos is going to be coming from this guy right here.
Yes, Keon Johnson had the best dunk in last season, the best.
All right.
Huh.
Well, Josh, you want to call some slam-a-dam-a-doos? You better stream some Keon Johnson games, buddy. But which Warriors games could be
MG,
streamed if he
your
goes
mic.
there. Hello.
He's good.
It's Corrupt.
All right.
Donnie, go number 7, buddy.
The number 7 overall pick, the Golden State Warriors are going to be selecting Franz Wagner out of Michigan. I am really high on Franz Wagner. I like him a lot. I think he would bring a lot of defense, a lot of versatility.
Donnie, hold on.
What?
Donnie, hold on.
God damn it! What?
Is my mic trash?
No,
you're
good.
fine. Jesus,
Donnie,
Christ.
yours is not good. Yours is
No,
not good,
Donnie's
bro.
is good.
Donnie's is good.
Dude.
Bro, you are in another world right now. And we don't exist yet.
Come on, bro.
Anyway, Donnie,
Okay.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah. His 3-point shooting is beautiful. And he is really, really, really consistent from the free throw line. And what else? Why I like him? He will be an elite defender. I think he'll be an elite defender on the Warriors and in the NBA. And I would love if the Warriors drafted right here. Not as a Lakers fan, because I'd fucking hate it. It'd be a great draft pick. But yeah, I got Franz Wagner going here.
All right, at number 7. First off, I think Franz Wagner is a little bit overrated. My personal opinion, but it's okay. Number 7. This guy is gonna be an amazing NBA player, and that is Davion Mitchell. Literally, Donovan Mitchell's biological brother. That's Donovan Mitchell's twin. It's just that he got drafted a couple weeks later. He was just a late bloomer of Donovan Mitchell.
Josh does not like that pick at all.
Listen, and it's fine. But when you look at Davion Mitchell, when you look at the Golden State Warriors, yes, they have Steph Curry, they have Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond, Wiseman, the whole 9 yards. But when you look at the Warriors, one thing that they're going to be doing is they're going to start to build for the future. The injuries are going to wear down on Klay. You got Steph Curry as a 32 or 33-year-old player. They're going to be great for years to come still. But when you need a guy off the bench who's going to be a 3 and he's going to shoot the ball well, he's going to drive and attack the rim well, he's going to defend well. This guy as your 6th man, Davion Mitchell as your 6th man on Golden State. What is there not to like about Davion Mitchell as a 6th man, a guy who plays aggressive and intense on defense, a guy who can score the ball offensively, and by the time that Steph and Klay Thompson retires, he'll be able to fill the role after years of being. I think he's going to be 6th man of the year when he goes to Golden State. Then when Steph retires, he's going to be a quality, probably the best 2-way guard by the time Curry retires and he takes over. So that's just my personal opinion on what Davion Mitchell. I love his talent, watching him throughout the college season, seeing him perform in the March Madness, just rising up to the occasion. I love everything about this pick right here.
I don't like his haircut. I don't like his haircut. It's weird.
Hey,
Okay,
don't talk about Donovan Mitchell's brother.
Real quick. Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
What's wrong now?
I want to. Wow. Wow. Okay, Josh, why do you not like Davion Mitchell?
Well, what I was going to say is with my 7th overall pick, I was in response to what MG was going on about saying what's not to love about Davion Mitchell going to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Nothing. I have Davion Mitchell going to the Golden State Warriors. I have him going here at 7. He is an absolute perfect fit for what they are looking for. They're looking for complementary pieces to go with them coming back and being a contender in the next season. They're looking for playmaking guards. Davion Mitchell is that. They're looking for 3-and-D kind of guys. He can guard multiple positions. He's a combo guard. He can defend. He can shot create. He can play make. And his shot is going to get better from the mid-range because from 3, he shoots 45% from 3. That is amazing. So you got a guy who can shoot in the perimeter. You got a guy who could defend. You got a guy who is a great, fierce, athletic competitor who's got a winning mentality. He is someone you can plug and play right now for the Golden State Warriors. That's a perfect fit, Davion Mitchell. Let's get it.
And Eddie, Warriors fan in the chat, he 100% agrees. He says, thank you to me when I picked them, and he said, thank you, Josh. So he agrees, man. He likes Davion Mitchell at this pick. He thinks he'll be a good fit for what the Warriors have in the future, and I agree, man. So, hey, man, B Money has a question. Josh, how does it feel to consistently get whipped in darts? Bow to the king.
I think you sold your soul to the devil.
He sold his soul to the darts, bro. He sold his soul. He went on his iPhone. He looked up the contact number of iMessage games, and he said, yo, I'm selling my soul to this game of darts. And listen, B-Money is too good at this game. I just don't understand, man.
Here's the thing, though. When he first played it, he was absolute trash. Just trash. And then the very next day, it's like he wished on upon a shooting star, and all of a sudden, he's a god at it. I don't get it.
V-Money sold his soul that night, because I remember the first night I played him, I beat him in darts, archery, every game you could possibly. I destroyed him in darts. Next day, boom, beats all of us. So,
but you know what? No, go ahead.
B-Money needs to stop selling his soul. But what do you have to say about this?
But MG, yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page with the 7th overall pick for the Golden State Warriors, and they got another pick coming. And man, Davion Mitchell, you put him on the Warriors, bro. That is going to be sick.
And especially with the guy I have going after that, I think when people have multiple picks in the first round, I like to match their first pick with their second pick in the first round to kind of make that fit with each other.
One thing that you said that I didn't agree with is like you said that you're not too high on Franz Wagner, and I love this dude, Franz Wagner.
I love him.
Thank you.
I'm not number 7 high on him.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, Corrupt. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have him top 8. I'm not. That's not me, bro.
But
that's not me.
If the Warriors don't go Davion Mitchell here, other options for them is Jalen Johnson and James Bouknight.
Yes,
they could go that, and that'd be solid options too.
Am I the only one like that high on Keon Johnson? I just want to know.
Keon Johnson's doing it, man.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You might. Anyways,
maybe it's because Keon, besides Davion Mitchell, Keon Johnson's my favorite player in the draft. Like not like best player wise, but like favorite player.
Favorite
to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all right, so let's go to number 8. We have the Sacramento Kings. Rocha, are you watching this? Your team's on the clock.
You skipped the Magic.
Number 8's the Magic. Number 9 is
number
the
8's
Kings.
the Magic. Pardon me. I'm sorry. See, I was too focused on Rocha. I'm sorry. Magic fans, don't murder me. All right, but number
Magic fans.
Where are they? Who are you talking to?
There's Magic fans?
Was that the haunted ghost?
Yeah, it was the haunted ghost that was flickering with your lights. they knew you had the Magic taking a bad pick, so they had to flicker it. But anyways,
Dwight Howard was there. All right.
Anyways, who do you have, Corrupt, going to the Orlando Magic?
I have James Bouknight going to the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
James Bouknight. I like James Bouknight a lot, bro. I think I think he's one of the best offensive players in this draft, bro. He really impressed me. Every time I kept on watching him, watching film, watching other people talk about him, his stock just kept on going higher, right? He was honestly, he was like late lottery to me, like in the teens. But then I started watching him more. I loved it more. Loved him more. Boom, James Bouknight gets to 8. I think this is an amazing pick for the Magic.
Yep. Donnie, number 8.
I have the Magic taking Keon Johnson here.
Okay.
I think he'd be a great player for the Magic. He's explosive, athletic. He's exciting. He is exciting. He's amazing speed. He's great at getting steals. He's a great defensive player. He's everywhere on the court. He brings excitement, energy, passion, competition, wherever it's at. Doesn't matter if it's playing offense, fucking defense. He's doing the hot dog stand. I don't care. He's so exciting to watch. He's an inconsistent three-point shooter. He's got a slight hitch in the release of the ball. I think he needs to work on that a little bit. He's also a shaky decision maker, but he's a really, really nice player. And I think number 8 over right here, it would be a perfect fit for the Magic.
All right. At number 8, hey, Corrupt, are you stealing my script? Because James Bouknight, or Boo Knight, as it should be pronounced, but his parents, it's all good. James Bouknight, man, you got a guy who's a shooting guard from the University of Connecticut. UConn, man. James Bouknight to the Magic. Like I said, I try to fit what I have for, the multiple picks, like the Magic. Try to fit their first pick in the draft to their second pick in the first round. So I think James Bouknight is a shooting guard for the Magic. Now, him and Cole Anthony, one of them will play the 6-man role and one of them will start at the 2-guard position. The thing about James Bouknight, what I like about him, is that I think he'd be fine with playing both. I think if you start building this young Magic team with young guys, with young guards like James Bouknight, it'll be great. And especially with the injury history of Markelle Fultz, if him or Cole Anthony will ever have to move to point guard, he'll be perfect to fit into the starting lineup. So I have James Bouknight going number 8 to the Orlando Magic.
All right.
Josh.
Now, for me, the Orlando Magic, previously on my board, they drafted Scotty Barnes, the small forward, and now they are going to draft a guard here. Yep. And they're going to draft James Bouknight for me as well. Now, in the chat, Kings B says, but wait, don't they have already some guards? Yes, they have Cole Anthony, they have Gary Harris. But in today's NBA, it's good to have a 3-guard rotation. And James Bouknight, man, he is somebody who is a spark plug scorer with great ball handling and a competitor. This is someone that can play alongside a Cole Anthony in a lot of minutes in rotations and be absolutely dynamic. I mean, again, I don't like comps, but if I was going to compare him to somebody, think of him like a Jordan Clarkson type player. That's the kind of guy that James Bouknight has.
I like
kind of upside. So, James Bouknight to Orlando Magic for me.
All right.
Good move.
James Bouknight. As Corrupt completely crashed.
No, he's back.
Oh, there he is. Okay, Corrupt, you're alive.
He had to kill a ghost.
Yeah, Corrupt. You had to make sure that his lights weren't getting messed with. I don't know, Corrupt. You got some demons in your home. But so 3 of us up here have James Bouknight. We got 1 Keon Johnson. I don't disagree with what any of us had here. I don't disagree with Keon Johnson. But now we have Rocha's team. Rocha, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but your team's on the clock. So, Corrupt, who do you have the Kings going with at number 9?
So I know I said that I'm not as high in him as other people are, like Donnie and Josh, but I have Franz Wagner going here. He's still a very good player, right? And I think the Kings will take him. I mean, they have a lot of guards, but he healed, even though there's questions about him being on the team. But him, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Haliburton, so I think they're going to go with a wing player forward with this pick.
All right. Donnie, number 9.
The 9th pick in the NBA draft, I have the Sacramento Kings selecting the best shooter in the draft, Corey Kispert. They're going to need to surround De'Aaron Fox with a little bit more shooters, and with Buddy Hield's uncertainty going forward, I think adding Corey Kispert would give the team a lot more scoring and allow De'Aaron Fox to drive to the rim easier, knowing that he has a shooter like Corey Kispert on the line.
I actually really like that pick. Too bad I don't have him going there, because number 9, I have Jalen Johnson going to the Kings. Small forward out of the University of Duke. You got Harrison Barnes and Marvin Bagley, who both play the forward positions, but Harrison Barnes is getting a little bit older, and Marvin Bagley has turned out to be a bust. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. But when you get a big, I believe 6'9" forward like Jalen Johnson, who is a great offensive talent, great offensive upside, in my opinion, I think he'd be a good fit right here next to De'Aaron Fox, giving him a forward who he can trust, giving him a guy who is a decent defender. I just think this is a good fit right here for the Kings. They have their guards. I believe that Buddy Hield will be a King for at least the next 2 or 3 years to come. You got De'Aaron Fox. So the uncertainty at the forward position with Bagley and Barnes, like I said, Barnes is getting old and Bagley's a bust. So how about you put some assurance at the forward position and get a guy like Jalen Johnson out of the University of Duke? Also, too, people who just watch March Madness and kind of base their draft off of March Madness, the reason why he didn't play because, one, Duke sucked, and he opted out. So you didn't really see a lot of college film from him this year because he did opt out. So that's just one thing noted for people who might not know who Jalen Johnson because they didn't see him play much this year.
All right, for the Sacramento Kings, their needs right now: defense, defense, more defense.
Hey, you forgot defense?
Oh, defense in Spanish.
Okay.
What about defense in French?
In French and German. The Kings are absolutely atrocious. Embarrassingly bad on defense. So if they can get a guy who can come in here and play some good defense as well as provide some scoring, that's what they're looking for. And right now, for me, I'm going to go with Franz Wagner going at 9 to the Sacramento Kings. Now, other good options would be Kai Jones. I also like Corey Kispert to the Sacramento Kings as well. That could be a very good option for them. But for me, I'm going to go with Franz Wagner. Versatile defender, a great feel for the game, great and unselfish playmaker, someone that they absolutely are looking for to plug in.
All right. So that's number 9. Now we're going to go to number 10. And B Sports Talk agrees, Josh. He said they need defense. I don't know why you forgot the defense.
How can I forget? Damn it.
Wow. I mean, and then Big Play Slay says, MG, I wouldn't call Bagley a bust. He hasn't lived up to his potential. He hasn't lived up to his pick. I wouldn't call him a bust. Here's the thing why I call him a bust, because when you're drafted as high as Marvin Bagley was, you're expected to do a lot of things. Now, in his rookie season, he showed a bits of promises. But you can't just show bits of promises in one game and then have 10 bad games in a row and then have 2 good games. Listen, that's unacceptable. When your pick as high as Marvin Bagley is, and for the last 2 or 3 years as he has been in the NBA, you don't perform whatsoever, and then on top of that, you consistently get injured, that is a bust in my opinion. Listen, I don't judge player off of rookie years. That's not acceptable to do that. But after 2 or 3 years, I believe he's in the NBA for 3 years of not living up to your hype, and then when you not living up to your hype, and then you start getting injured, I just don't accept that. That's a bust in my opinion. I mean, you guys might disagree, but I think Marvin Bagley is a bust, especially for the pick that he was drafted in. Yeah. I don't know what you guys think about this, but that's what I
think. I 100% agree. He's a bust. And it's not even his fault. Like, it's just Sacramento's just a terrible place to develop talent. And he just needs a new, I guess, a breath of fresh air, a new place to go.
Yeah. But we have number 10, Corrupt. Would you like to start us off with the New Orleans Pelicans, aka Iverson's team, if he's in the chat? Go ahead.
All right. Pelicans are going to go my favorite player to watch in from this NBA draft, Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell brings it all. He can score from 3. It's that defense. And he does the little things like his little charges and makes those explosive plays. I love Davion Mitchell so much. He's my favorite player to watch this entire draft. I think falls to the Pelicans. I think that's the best player available, too. All right, Donnie.
All right, the New Orleans Pelicans are going to be selecting James Bouknight, shooting guard out of the University of Connecticut. Great fit. They need another They need another scorer. Need another facilitator as well. He can do both. He's a great. You'd be playing great alongside of Zion and Brandon Ingram. He's really, really, really athletic. He's very efficient. Shot 35% from three, 82% from the free throw line. Be a great fit alongside that young core they have building in New Orleans.
All right. We have a comment right here before I go. He said, I think this is a Pelicans fan named AJ. He said, I think we trade the 10th pick for a vet or no.
Or no.
He's asking, do we think?
Yeah, it's a question.
I think that you guys could possibly trade this pick. I've heard talks about the Pelicans trading this pick. But as of right now, they haven't. So, and you know what, Corrupt? You may or may not like this pick, but listen, the Pelicans, they're going to lose Lonzo Ball, so they're going to select Sharif Cooper, the point guard from the University of Alabama.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You said Alabama?
I'm
really?
sorry, Auburn fans.
First off, that's a bad pick, and second off, you pick a rival school. Are you serious?
All right, listen.
All right, MG. Okay, MG.
They're going to select a point guard from Auburn. And look, man, Sharif Cooper, is he the best point guard in this draft? No. Is he the most talented, I'm going to run to my TV screen because he's like the face of the NBA type talent? No. But when you look at the number 10th pick in the New Orleans Pelicans, they need a guy that's going to replace Lonzo Ball, a guy who can facilitate the floor and a guy who can play just decent defense. Listen, you don't need a scorer in New Orleans. You have Zion Williamson, who's an amazing offensive talent and who can score the ball. You have Brandon Ingram, who's also an amazing scorer. You have Steven Adams at the center position, who you have locked up in the contract. So get a guy who can replace the Lonzo Ball, a guy who's a facilitator, and Sharif Cooper. That's just my opinion. Y'all probably don't like that pick, but hey, man, I see the talent in Sharif Cooper. That's just my opinion. Corrupt hates it. But Josh, who do you have going number 10?
All right, so even if Lonzo Ball does walk, then they'll be down to 45 guards. So
Kira Lewis Jr. sucks, and Eric Bledsoe.
So for the Pelicans right here, their top needs, they need a 3-and-D wing, they need shooting, they need defense, and there is not a better player, at least on my board, who fits both of that, all of that, than Corey Kispert, somebody who scored almost 20 points per game in college, 44% shooter from three, and can assist the ball, great on and off the ball defender, great hustler. Corey Kispert is exactly the kind of talent they are needing right now for the Pelicans.
Man, why didn't I think of that?
Why did I think of that?
All right.
Corrupt, what do you have to say about this?
All right. Bro, Sharif Cooper, bro, he's not a top 10 pick. No way, dude. He sucks at 3-point shooting, bro.
Oh,
his efficiency. What? Don't you dare give me that face. Sharif Cooper leans into his shot. His booty.
He sucks in general.
Bro, Sharif Cooper's had some of the most just inefficient games, bro. And I don't like to use this like as an argument, but his size, bro. He just can't do anything. Dude, okay, look, yes, he gets you 20 points. Right, he gets you 20 points, and he's a very good playmaker. Mm-hmm. That's it. In my opinion.
That's all they need in New Orleans. They don't need a guy.
Dude, but there's so many better players on your board. Is Keon Johnson even off your board yet? He's so much better than Sharif Cooper. Who else?
Yes.
Is Corey Kispert off your board yet?
Corey Kispert.
Who else?
I think they need a facilitator. I agree. Corey Kispert is a good pick here. But when I look at a guy who can give you at least 15, who can give you 15 to 20 points, who can give you 15 to 20 points, and who can give you 8 assists per game. Come on, Corrupt. You're not telling me that the Pelicans need a 20-point per game scorer, like you just stated, and a good facilitator to feed the ball to Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram? They don't need a guy who's going to score them 30 points a game. Like I said, Sharif Cooper's not the best guard in this draft. No, but he's one of the best facilitators in this draft. He still can get you a decent amount of points, and that's all the Pelicans need. He's going to fit. And I know they have Eric Bledsoe. I know they drafted Kira Lewis Jr. They both suck. Kira Lewis Jr. sucks. Eric Bledsoe, he should be in the G League. He should be help developing the next G League player that comes out of high school like Jalen Green. So, listen, that's what I think. Right
now, to AJ, good luck to your Pelicans, man. Hopefully they nail it. I hope you guys do get Corey Kispert. Like I said, he's the best shooter in the draft, and I would be excited for you guys, man, because I want the Pelicans to be a good team to watch next year because they really got some talent. You know, they just got to put it well together. And you guys remember the streams from last season? I mean, we had to put them on the ban list for a while because they, you know, it's just what it was. So good luck to you, AJ.
AJ, I can't wait for the Pelicans to be the 6th seed next year.
Can't wait for the Pelicans to get a good facilitator, and it fits perfectly if their coach develops their talent correctly.
Sharif Cooper gets you a good 20 points on a 34% efficiency. But continue.
Okay, with 10 assists, and Zion also goes off for 30, and they get the win.
Okay, all right, cool.
Anyways, but yeah,
Cool,
AJ,
let's go.
I hope your team does well, man. I think you guys have a bright future. Everything just has to go right. But number 11, we have the team that always messes up picks, the Charlotte Hornets. Other than LaMelo Ball, they've been known for drafting bust after bust after bust. Corrupt, would you like to draft them another guy that they can't develop?
So I honestly like the pick here. I think the Hornets don't mess up. I'm going to have them going Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson, another raw prospect, but this dude, bro, he has a lot of potential. And honestly, I think this is kind of a steal because if the I would hate this so much. I'll tell you, I want Jalen Johnson to go to the Spurs because we could develop him. He'd be perfect for us. But no, I think the Hornets are gonna block that real quick and get Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen Johnson is the best available after Davian Mitchell goes. So that's what I got.
Donnie, number 11, Charlotte Hornets.
All right, let me check the needs for the Charlotte Hornets real quick here. Center. Center.
You forgot.
Center in Spanish,
Donnie.
center in Danish, center in German, center in Russian. Power forward maybe, but they have PJ Washington. So with
About to go Shagun.
with the 11th pick, Josh is right. I'm going Alperen Sengun out of Turkey. Center plays very well. I believe he's the youngest prospect in this draft.
Yep, I believe
Question mark. Let me see.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is a very efficient from the field. Needs to work on his 3-point shooting, and he's great from the free throw line. Great at crashing the boards. He is a very young prospect. Could be a very, very good center. Play with a lot of ball. He is 6'9", but I think he's very dominant in the low post. He reminds me a lot of Domantas Sabonis. He really does, and I think it'd be a great pick for the Charlotte Hornets.
All right, so at number 11, I got Alperen Sengun. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But look, man, when you got it, like Donnie said, the Hornets need center. They need another center, and then they need to go to Greece and get another center. Oh, Donnie, you forgot center and British English accent. Center and Australian English accent, and then
how could I forget? Bro?
A center and a New Zealand English accent, and then Corrupt is showing the map. They need every center that's on that map that Corrupt's showing up to his camera right now.
Damn,
Oh, that's my clipboard. My bad.
Alperen Sengun. He's a center that they desperately need. He's gonna be the perfect replacement for a guy like Cody Zeller. And I just think that he's a good guy. He's a lot of upside. The youngest player in this draft class. So I mean, I don't think that really means anything if you're the youngest or oldest player in the draft class. In my opinion, it all depends on the talent and how you're developed. And I can see just a little bit that their culture change is starting to be a little culture change, and they're starting to look like they can develop talent. Miles Bridges and PJ Washington looking good. So if they can keep going in the right direction as far as talent development, get a guy like Sengun, who, I mean, he's no Evan Mobley, but he is a good player. I think it'd be a good fit right here for Charlotte.
All right. I like the way MG tries to go through his name really quickly. Alperen Sengun. It's Alperen Sengun.
Sengun. So it's like a
Sengun. Alperen Sengun.
Okay.
So for the Hornets, variety of options right here. And this, I was really torn right here what to do for the Hornets because to me they have 3 legitimate options. One, Kai Jones Alperen Şengün could absolutely go here with the Hornets. In fact, I might eventually, like right before the draft, change it to Alperen Şengün to the Hornets. But for me, ultimately, what I went with here on my draft board right now, I went with Moses Moody, wing player, good defender, great hustler, rebounder, perimeter shooting. He's got excellent mid-range, and his shot creation, it's got a lot of potential right there. So, and as well as his playmaking. Give me Moses Moody to develop with a LaMelo Ball and what they got over there with Terry Rozier and Bridges, PJ Washington. Could be a good move. Moses Moody to the Hornets right now.
Big Fridge X for like cheese fries. I had cheese fries like yesterday or something, obviously.
Damn it, now I want cheese fries.
Josh, thank you for the pronunciation. You'll definitely be my translator if I ever take any vacations outside of the United States of America. So make sure I'm gonna have you on a good payroll, $2 per hour. But we're gonna
God damn, he's a slave.
Hey, you know how you say 2 shots? It's gonna be $2.
$2 an hour.
All right, but we got number 12, and that is Corrupt Spurs. So go first, Corrupt. Who do you have the Spurs going right here?
Ooh, I can't wait for this one.
So the San Antonio Spurs, what I think we need, honestly, is a player that can value the 3, right? Mm-hmm. And a big man, like a power forward.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to take a defensive center in Kai Jones. And so Kai Jones has been having a lot of visits with the Spurs, multiple visits. Had dinner with the team. I played a lot of 3-on-3s with the other guys. And it's looking like it's Kai Jones. Personally, I don't like this pick because we have a defensive center in Jakob Poeltl, but it's looking like every day it's looking like it's going to happen. I personally don't like this pick. I'd rather have other people go here. I think this actually might be one of the worst outcomes for the Spurs picks. But there's a lot of rumors about it. The Spurs like him, so I think it's going to happen.
Okay. Did you guys just extend Jakob Poeltl to extra 3 years last year? So it's like y'all have him on the contract. I don't know why you guys are like looking at this heavily.
I guess Kai Jones would be the power forward for us.
I guess. Sure. Donnie, San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, who you got?
I have them taking at the 12th overall pick, Usman Garuba, a power forward out of Spain. I really like this kid. He's a really nice player. I think he would fit well in the culture that the Spurs are trying to build. And, I think it'd be a great pick for your Spurs. Corrupt.
Okay, Corrupt. We at number 12. I'm about to disappoint you because guess what? Y'all getting B.J. Boston at the number 12 pick. No seriousness.
It's so funny, bro. Hilarious.
Spurs number 12. I got y'all getting Keon Johnson, shooting guard from Tennessee, because his basketball skills is the only 10 I see. Hey,
wait, really?
Yeah,
bro, that'd be awesome.
Keon Johnson is a shooting guard. I believe you guys active shooting guards on your roster is Derek White. He can play shooting guard. You have Lonnie Walker. He could switch from the 2 to 3. But I like this fit because you got a guy in Keon Johnson who's a for sure guard. If you guys are gonna keep DeJounte Murray, those rumors are BS in my opinion. A guy who can fit right next to DeJounte Murray and Keon Johnson is gonna be a good fit. Josh, he's not going to the Bulls, getting Lonzo Ball, and call it a nice day. But when you look at it, man, I think Keon Johnson's a good fit. A guy who can definitely be developed offensively, be a good fit next to DeJounte Murray. And they can be a solid young guard duo for years to come. And the Spurs are in this position where you're losing DeMar DeRozan. Patty Mills and Rudy Gay are going to be gone sooner rather than later. So you're building a nice young team. You're losing DeMar DeRozan, bringing a guy like Keon Johnson who can be the partner in crime with DeJounte Murray. Josh, he is not going to the Bulls. I don't know why I have to tell you this again. But, yeah, man. And before you go, Coach Dante, I seen you in here. You said what's up a couple of times. What's up, man? How you doing today? But Josh, who do you have at number 12?
So for the San Antonio Spurs, I have here that they need some front court wing depth. And for me, for the Spurs right here, DeMar DeRozan's probably on his way out. Could be a Laker, could be a Maverick for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
So for the San Antonio Spurs, I have them drafting Jalen Johnson out of Duke.
Ooh.
And I think he is exactly what the Spurs would look for and what he needs for himself. Some of the things that is worrisome about him is his mentality. Some people question just how committed he is to the game of basketball. I think that's BS, and I think that's because of how he opted out last year. And I think you put him in San Antonio to go with DeJounte Murray and Devin Vassell, who they drafted last year, and Lonnie Walker, Jakob Poeltl. I mean, Jalen Johnson could fit with this team and just be such a great young core going forward. Jalen Johnson.
Josh, I got a story.
Fury. Joshua Fury. I love you. I love you, man.
Let's go.
Thank
I mean,
you
the dude.
I got a story.
The dude's an athlete, man. I love him.
So, Josh.
First off, the Keon Johnson pick. I like the Keon Johnson pick. It's just I feel like we've drafted so many shooting guard / wing players. It's crazy. Devin Vassell last year, Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson. So many guard / wing players, honestly, right?
Yep.
So Keon Johnson, honestly, I'd love that because he's my favorite player to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Second player to watch, but bro, I just don't think we do because we need a front court, bro. We need that front court, bro, and we also need 3-point shooting. I like Keon Johnson, right? And I think he would beat out those guys we have on our team, but I think we have enough of those guard / wing players.
Now, Josh.
Yeah.
So I got a story for you.
Story time.
Once upon a time, the San Antonio Spurs had a rookie, and his name was Timothy Duncan. You had a chance to get his rookie card. But Mama said, no, son. When we get into the store, don't look at nothing, don't touch nothing, or don't say nothing about nothing. Or you gonna be out, or you gonna be at home eating spaghetti in your dark room, and you gonna be grounded. And you couldn't get it. Now, what if the Spurs draft Jalen Johnson? You got a chance to get his rookie card, but your girlfriend says, "Don't look at nothing, don't touch nothing, don't say nothing, or you go in your room, grounded, eating cold spaghetti."
Then I better set up a Tinder account.
Whoa, shit! Oh, shit!
Hey, clip this.
Clip it, Jack.
Because I'm getting that rookie card now.
Clip it, and send it. Listen, we don't have his girlfriend's contact information, but just find a way. Hack it through her phone. Someone knows how to do it.
Hack it to her phone.
Number 13, corrupts the Indiana Pacers. Who you got going number 13? And
I know what you're saying, but if your mic is so messed up right now, I know what you're saying. No, for me it is though. For me it is.
Well, look what you got to work with there.
Your headphones are falling apart, my guy.
It still works.
Jesus.
It still works.
Go to Best Buy. Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, what happened? This, right, just broke on its own, right? It just broke on its own. And I had a girl over, and she stepped on this side.
Oh, okay. So you had a girl over, and you was too focused on her that you forgot your headphones is at the floor.
And was her name Frank?
And why are they so big? You look like you have air traffic control headset or something like that. It's so big.
It looks like a set of headphones from 1973.
Fuck.
Hey,
all right. What's up,
13th.
Fabian Gray? Fabian?
Yeah.
Corrupt the 13th overall pick. Go.
All right. Corey Kispert, good 3-point shooter, one of the best. Good defense, good. Yeah, wing player. Yep.
Okay. To Indiana Pacers. Okay,
that'd be a steal.
Yeah,
I like that pick. Fucking steal. This is also a steal. The 13th overall pick. I have the Indiana Pacers taking Davion Mitchell, point guard out of Baylor, and I think this would make a fantastic front court or backcourt rather with Karis LeVert, who played fantastic for the Pacers at the end of the season, and I would love this pick for the Pacers, and I think it's a fucking steal. That's tough as fuck. That's
see that
tough as
comment on
fuck.
the screen?
That's
Hakeem,
tough as
bro,
fuck. That's tough
No.
as fuck, bro.
it still works. I can hear them fine. It still works.
That's tough as fuck.
Hey, look, all funds are accepted. Is going to the headphone donation of my guy over here, man. He just needs it, man. Also, this man is 16 years old with a full mustache. We need to get him a Manscaped lawnmower for his
Sponsored by Manscaped.
This man is 16 with the mustache. Okay, I've known him since he was 15, and his camera just died. I knew this kid since he's 16, right? Corrupt. I've known you since you were 15, and you have
his life is a mess right now.
Listen, I'm about to be the same. Well, I'm about to be 15, right, Corrupt? You've had a mustache since you were basically 15. Why can't I have your facial hair, dude?
Hey, bro, it's the native genes, bro. I got the neck beard coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God,
This dude, yo, my mom. Last time I had you on, my mom thought you were like a grown man. I'm like, dude, like what? Like some people probably think you're older than Josh.
you look like you just got out of Woodstock.
What? No, Josh
does,
is literally like 500 years old. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna
Josh.
say 500 pounds. Damn.
So Corrupt. How was Woodstock, by the way?
What's up?
How was Woodstock?
He doesn't know what that is, Donnie.
That's an old people joke.
Hey, he could hook. Hey, Corrupt. He could hook you up right here.
Hakeem, I don't want to hear anything from you no more, bro. You made that.
Wow, he offered you free headphones.
Hey, dude, right
My
here.
headphones are fine.
Oh,
Hey, he got like 10 headphones. He could probably literally let you have one. I could second that. But Jesus, I forgot where we were even at. We were at
13th overall
Pacers,
pick.
Pacers.
Pacers. Yeah.
I picked Corey Kispert. He picked David Mitchell.
I picked David
Your pick.
Mitchell. There you go back and go.
All right, listen, I got Franz Wagner.
France Wagner from France.
Francis, whatever. Franz Wagner from the University of Michigan. This guy, even though I'm not high on him, I don't think he's a top 10 guy, but nonetheless, I can't deny the talent of Franz Wagner. And going right here at number 13 to the Pacers, the Pacers, TJ Warren, I don't know if you guys remember this, but a few months ago requested a trade. He was their starting small forward. Franz Wagner can come play the small forward position, be a perfect fit next to Karis LeVert if they do end up keeping Malcolm Brogdon. So you got a guy in Franz Wagner can play the small forward position, has a decent jump shot, even though he went 0 for 12 from the field in the biggest game of his life, which was in March Madness. I think he does have a lot of upside, a lot of talent. He can shoot the ball very well, and that's going to be perfect putting him next to a guy like Karis LeVert and Malcolm Brogdon over there in Indiana.
All right. For me, for the Indiana Pacers, and I'm hearing that the Pacers might actually trade this pick. So if they stay put right here, they have some options. Zaire Williams is a possible option for them. Keon Johnson for my draft board, but I'm actually going to go with Josh Giddey going to the Indiana Pacers right here. I'm not the biggest fan of Josh Giddey, but I can see the Pacers drafting him. He is a tall playmaking guard who could make a bunch of great passes. I mean, if you guys remember Ricky Rubio coming to the league, and everyone would just watch how like he would just drop these dishes all around the court. That's what this guy brings, and he's 6'8". Rick Carlisle, I could see him taking a chance on Josh Giddey.
He's Australian too.
So he's a young player too, 18 years old. So he's got a ton of upside himself as well.
All right, so you got Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
I'm not the highest on him, but hey, 13 ain't a bad pick for him right here. Now, we got the Golden State Warriors coming up. And like I said, man, before Corrupt goes, they had a pick earlier at number 7. And what I like to do right here, like I said, I like to match what I had them going at their first round pick and their next first round pick. I like to kind of match that up. So let's see if you guys are with me as far as, combining their picks. And I don't know what Josh just did, but comedian Josh in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a horse.
It's yawning.
That was a yawn?
That was your yawn?
What? Fucking yawn? What the fuck are you yawning about? Am I boring you?
No. Just no. I don't know where it came from.
Donnie, I think we need to crank up the entertainment on this guy, man.
Oh,
All right,
No.
I was
I am
bumping
far
up.
from board. I am
All
far
right,
from
With the
board.
14th pick, I got the Warriors. selecting Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey got the size. I had him going Keon Johnson before a guard. I think they can move Josh Giddey to forward place, because he have the size to do it, honestly.
Mhm.
And Josh Giddey, he's cool. I'm not the highest on him personally. I personally would have him like late teens, honestly. But I can't deny Josh Giddey, nice playmaker. He was good for that team. So he had some good games. Josh Giddey goes to the Warriors.
All right.
Donnie?
I have the Warriors selecting Scotty Barnes here with their 14th overall pick.
Wow.
I think this is where he should go. It's not a steal in my eyes. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think he's top 7. I think right here, get some more scoring, get some more defense. Like, you got Franz Wagner, now you got Scotty Barnes. You got 2 good defensive wings on the perimeter. And if Klay Thompson does end up deciding to retire soon in the next few years, you got your replacement right there, Scotty Barnes. Great defender, great scorer, great pick.
Why the hate on Scotty Barnes?
Because he's from Florida State, and we did the same thing with fucking Patrick Williams last year, and he's not a better player than Patrick Williams.
Okay. All right. First off, I just want to thank you. I just got a lot of notifications. A couple of new subscribers. Appreciate all of you. Keep liking this, subbing it up, man. It's been fun so far. But look, we got number 14, man. Like I said, I like to match my first. If you got multiple picks, I like to match them up. So look, they picked the guard, Davion Mitchell, right? And I believe he's the guard of the future. But right here, they're gonna get Corey Kispert. He is the perfect Golden State Warriors player.
Jeez, that's steal.
They land Davion Mitchell and Corey Kispert. They might just win the draft.
Listen,
Yes.
and they don't even.
This
have
man
the
says
first
steal,
pick.
but had Scotty Barnes going to 14.
Yeah, because I think it's called the pity, you fucking broke ass headphone looking motherfucking asshole. Fucking goddamn looking like fucking Sharpie on your goddamn lip or something like that.
Shut your bitch ass up, brother.
What if it is a Sharpie?
It probably is at this point.
Hey, Corrupt, get some soap and water and just do this and see some real quick. Nah, but let me give y'all a thing or two about Corey Kispert and his fit with the Warriors. He has the most beautiful jump shot in this draft. Him and Davion Mitchell off the bench. Matter of fact, don't even worry about that. Andrew Wiggins, get to the bench because Corey Kispert is that level of a great fit with the Warriors. You're talking about a guy, you know how Draymond Green likes to set up the offense at the top of the key and let his 3-point shooters run off the ball? Corey Kispert's perfect for that. A guy who you can give the ball in his hands when Steph is facing a double team. Steph.
Mike.
Hello.
He's gone.
Yes.
There you go.
You're back.
There you go.
No, but like I was saying, you got a guy like Steph Curry. You double teaming him. You tell me he kicking out to Corey Kispert? That's an automatic bucket. Listen, Corey Kispert is the perfect fit for the Warriors, and no one can deny that. And if you try to debate me on that, well, you be prepared to lose that debate.
So, real quick, JB Taylor said looking like Princess Leia. What? And he said winky face, just kidding.
You look like Princess Leia on like a discount Dollar General store or something like that.
What's that? What's that winky face for? Oh, man.
He wants to fuck you. I don't know. Something like that.
All right,
I'm
Josh.
flattered, bro, but
All right. For me, for the Golden State Warriors, they went guard with their first pick in this draft, and now they're going to add some defensive upside, and they draft Kai Jones at number 14. He's a big man with great perimeter skills, defender who can guard multiple positions. He's good in transition. He has offensive upside. He's a good shot blocker, very explosive. He's great at finishing and cutting. So give me Kai Jones to go to the Golden State Warriors to help out with some defense on the bench.
Corrupt. They're saying you look like Trevor Lawrence. That's completely false. Completely false. Corrupt.
dog, what? How? The skin tone's
Lawrence,
different. The facial's different, bro. He literally has like a long face. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he has like a long head. He's like a foot long from Subway head, and he's like a blonde. Like, nah. But Josh,
I got you,
Kai
JB.
Jones,
Kai Jones.
All right.
That's a good pick.
14.
So
Okay.
I did say with Kai Jones that was like the worst option for the Spurs to go with, but Kai Jones is still a very phenomenal player. Very good player.
Kai Jones, I mean, he's got some Triple J upside. Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, he could be a very similar type player.
I just don't really like. I think the Spurs should do something like go with a different direction, right? We already have like that type of player, but I think, it looks like we're going Kai Jones. Anyways, 15th pick.
1-5, baby. Let's go. Corrupts. You're up.
So now these are one of my. I think this is a steal. I personally think this is a steal. Yeah, man, he's very cool. And with a lot of Bradley Beal rumors flowing around recently, I think trading rumors, I think this will go perfect. The Wizards are going to select Moses Moody. I love Moses Moody. I think he's one of the best offensive players, definitely the best offensive players in this draft. And I think everybody sleeps on him, bro. Personally, he's in my top 10 on the big board. Personally.
He's already off my board.
Yeah, he's already off yours. But personally, I have him as a top 10 talent. I think people are sleeping on Moses Moody. Wow, Moody.
Great googly Moody.
I think the Wizards are going to be very happy to have Moses Moody on their team. Donnie, what's your trash pick? Let's go. Come on. Hurry up.
Damn. Fucking Princess Leia looking motherfucker. Anyway, I have Isaiah Jackson from the University of Kentucky going to the Wizards because they need some more size. And I think having power forward as athletic and as lengthy as Isaiah Jackson would help them in the front court and keep that front court presence up to par with what the rest of the Eastern Conference has, which is what they were lacking last year. Daniel Gafford did very well for them. I will admit that. But I think putting a guy at power forward next to Daniel Gafford would make that front court even more versatile. And they're of course losing Robin Lopez to free agency, so this will be a great pick for the Wizards.
All right. The Washington Wizards at number 15 select Usman Garuba, the center from Spain. The last good center from Spain, his name is Sergi Baca. But, we're not here to compare. I think that, they have Daniel Gafford there. They got Alex Len, and they got Robin Lopez. They have 3 centers that are below average centers. And you get Usman Garuba, who can potentially be at least an average to an above average NBA type of center. You get a guy who can be a big man. You got Rui Hachimura at the power forward position. Denny, hopefully he can be your future at the small forward position. Then as of right now, you do have your guard position solidified. Anything can change though. I'm not putting that out the window. But I just think this is their biggest need when you look at their starting 5 and you just look at their team overall. I think center right here is their biggest need, and I'm having them filling their need. You got Garuba, who's the second or third best center, depending on how you think about Alperen Sengun. But I just think it's a good pick right here. Usman Garuba, center from Spain, going to Washington, the nation's capital.
All right, for the Washington Wizards, I wrote down their biggest needs: defense, wing depth, and they could use some more other scoring outside of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal if they stay intact. But I agree with you, MG. I'm going to go with Usman. I think he's a hyper defender, man. He's got a great IQ for the game. He can defend in the inside. He can defend the perimeter. He's got a great hustle, high motor to him. He's a skilled passer who often finds the open man, so he can make some passes there. He's a very strong defender and with some upside to his scoring too eventually down the road. So I'm going to go with Usman Garuba.
We lost somebody. Uh-oh.
Donnie's back.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, dang. He's back. What's up, Donnie?
All right.
I don't know what happened. So it's weird.
All right. Well, Josh picked Usman Garuba.
Yeah, I know. I'm back.
All right. Number 16. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who also had a pick already in this draft. This is their second first-round pick. Corrupt, lead us off with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Lead us, Corrupt. Lead us.
I think the Thunder are going to go with Alperen Sengun. Oh, yes. Sengun and Usman both are getting like a lot of attention right now. But personally, I'm not as high on them as other people are.
Mhm.
But I still think Sengun is a really good pick. He's a very good offensive center, and I think, well, OKC kind of needs everything right now, but I think they need a center, so they get their center right here.
All right, Donnie, 16.
I have the Oklahoma City Thunder selecting Josh Giddey, a shooting
Giddey.
guard out
Doesn't
of
say me.
Australia. I think it'd be a very good fit with their backcourt, and I think it'd be a great scoring option to pair with. Well, if you don't trade Kemba Walker, you have you can sit him behind Kemba Walker and have him come off as a 6-man. So it'd be a great pick either way if they keep Kemba Walker. If you don't keep Kemba Walker, great pick.
All right. Number 16, Oklahoma City Thunder. I think they're going guard too, Donnie. I'm right here with you, bro. And I'm having them going Jared Butler, point guard out of the University of Baylor, a.k.a. the 2020-2021 national champions. Listen, y'all sleeping on Jared Butler. What happened? All the hype
Where'd
throughout
your
the
voice
regular-
go?
all the hype throughout the regular season and the college basketball. And then Davion Mitchell performs, and y'all just forget that Jared Butler's even a thing.
Well,
And
his
I'm not
heart.
talking about the people in this chat, not even the people that's doing this live.
He has a
I'm
heart
talking
condition.
about everyone that has studied
He
the
has-
draft. Y'all just
he has-
sleeping on this guy, Jared
has-
Butler.
He has a heart condition, MG. That's
Just
why-
let him speak
You
some
didn't
facts.
know
though.
that,
Donnie.
bro?
Donnie.
Okay,
Yeah, but like
okay, but look, this is the thing about Jared Butler.
he's been cleared to play though, so it's good.
Thank you. He's been cleared to play, and this guy is just a great offensive player. He can shoot the ball from.
Up.
He can shoot the ball from anywhere.
He-
I wonder what he was gonna say. Where can he shoot it from?
He can shoot it like a
he
feet
can-
away. That's about it.
From the corner?
from the ceiling
From behind the backboard?
on the wall.
Beyond the arc.
Where is he looking at it too?
He's looking. He's looking at his demise.
He's looking like he just saw a ghost and the ghost got him.
Okay.
He's done.
Before he
Listen-
comes back, one thing I want to say about Jared Butler is that Jared Butler before the tournament I think he was ranked higher than Davion Mitchell. Like I think a lot of them projected Jared Butler then Davion Mitchell to go.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's really
Yeah.
good.
I don't fuck with heart conditions though. I don't.
It's tough, man. Poor dude.
He's dead. He's
All
dead.
right, so he went Jared Butler, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
All right,
Go.
so now I'm on the clock. The Oklahoma City Thunder for me. Previously, they got Jonathan Kuminga. Now they're going to go with Keon Johnson, explosive athlete with raw skills, but could be eventually a go-to scorer for them. The name of the game for the Oklahoma City Thunder is acquire as much talent as possible. He's a great athlete, great high-energy hustle and competitor with a high motor with great playmaking potential. Give me Oklahoma City Thunder with Keon Johnson. And that wraps up the 16th pick. So let's move on to the 17th. Who you got, Corrupt?
All right. So I did not know this guy about like a month ago, right? I just
Right.
recently knew about him, and I've loved his game. And honestly, he's been going in the same spot for the past whatever mocks I've been doing. I have Trey Murphy going to the Grizzlies.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Okay. Trey Murphy.
What's up, MG? We're already on the 17th pick, by the way.
Okay. Did y'all hear
Or
my
18th
16th pick?
Yes.
Y'all heard it, right?
Search.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I had Jared Butler. I died. No, but I don't know what happened. It just froze and it kicked me out. I don't know what happened. But 17th overall pick. Who already went?
Corrupt
Me.
was talking about
Yeah.
Trey Murphy.
Yeah, Trey
Right.
Murphy's very good guard for Virginia.
Mhm.
He impressed me a lot. He has pretty good defense. I think he has really good shooting also. This guy can be very good, very good. I think the Grizzlies are going to help out John Morant and make maybe even a deeper run. Make past the 8th seed.
Okay.
Also, by the way, MG, Josh, who'd you go last time?
I went with Keon Johnson.
Keon Johnson to
Ooh,
the
you had
Thunder.
him falling.
Yeah.
All right. Donnie, go ahead.
I have the Memphis Grizzlies pairing up John Morant in that backcourt with Moses Moody, a shooting guard who's 6'6", out of Arkansas. He's a freshman. Yes, he is one of the best offensive players in the entire NBA draft. He's awesome. He can score anywhere, all over the place, on the court, off the court, on the moon, on Mars, on Venus, on Pluto. It doesn't matter. He can score. He's great. He's awesome. And they're going to the Grizzlies at 17. Go MG.
Dylan Brooks is their shooting guard, right?
Yes.
I thought he was a small forward, right?
I'm pretty sure.
You talking about who?
Dylan Brooks. He had them going a guard, but
Dylan Brooks is a shooting guard.
Shooting guard?
So you had them replacing Dylan Brooks already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who'd you say, Donnie?
Moses Moody.
Moses Moody.
At 17, too bad I agree. It's like, nah, I'm not going Moses Moody. I'm going with Josh Giddey. Not you, Josh Giddey. I think we're all on board here that we kind of are not that big on Josh Giddey, but right here at 17, listen, man, whatever you think about Dylan Brooks, I think Josh Giddey is not the best at his position, but he still has talent. When we look at the Memphis Grizzlies, man, I'm surprised they don't have a higher pick than this. I thought they were in the top 15, but that's my mistakes. After looking today, they don't. But anyways, the Grizzlies right here, they're going to get themselves a good a good solid shooting guard right here. And Josh Giddey, kind of a little overhyped, but when he's not going to be overhyped in Memphis, because when you go into a small market team right there, it's going to be solid. And also, Dylan Brooks can play the three. So you got Ja Morant, you got Josh Giddey, you got Dylan Brooks, you got Jaren Jackson and Valanciunas. I think they're going to be a playoff team if they can develop this guy right here along with Ja Morant. I think the skill sets here, I think it can be very good right here for the Memphis Grizzlies, the Grinding Grizz.
All right, so now I'm on the clock right here for the Grizzlies at 17. And Grizzlies, what you guys need to understand, folks, is they are one of the deepest, if not the deepest team in the NBA. So they don't really have too many holes or things that they need to fill. So they're looking for some right now, so they can use some three-point shooting from the wing. A 3-and-D guy would be nice here. And for me, I'm going to go with Chris Duarte out of Oregon, shooting guard. He's a little old, but that's fine. He can contribute right away. He's a strong shooter who can improve as a playmaker still, and he's a good on-the-ball defender. Think of something along the lines of a Danny Green type potential, okay? He could do some shot creation, good transition play. He's good at cutting to the bucket. Great hustler. Chris Duarte, I think, would be a good fit for Memphis Grizzlies to add some depth there.
Real quick, MG, is Moses Moody off your board yet?
No, he is not. He is coming up, though. Hey, man, that's how the cookie crumbled this time. Corrupts.
Yeah.
You have number 18, sir. You have to start us
off. So this goes back to the Thunder.
Thunder, yep.
Yeah, it goes back to the Thunder, and I'm going to have Trey Mann right here.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah. I like Trey Mann. I think
too.
He had a little bit of hype, right? And then he like fell back down to like earth, right? Mm-hmm. He should be like 20s, but I think the Thunder are going to take a chance on Trey Mann. I like Trey Mann a lot. He's very good for Florida, not Florida State, Florida. I always get those two mixed up. Mm-hmm. And he did good in the playoffs. He beat that what was it? And he beat the team in the first one. Shot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, MG. Trey Mann's really good. I think the Thunder is going to have a great time with Trey Mann. And actually, on my board, that is their first guard they're picking in this draft. They picked Scotty Barnes at 6, and then Alperen Sengun, and then they're going to pick their first guard, Trey Mann, which I think is a great pick. Anyways.
I like it. You have taken all three different positions that can fill their holes and build around SGA. So I like that, man. So, Donnie, would you like to go on OKC's pick again? This is their third pick of the first round.
Yes. They are going to pick Kai Jones, a power forward out of Texas. First pick I had them going Jalen Johnson, small forward. The next pick I had them going a guard with Josh Giddey, and now I'm having them going replace Moses Brown and add a power forward who's 6'10", Kai Jones out of Texas. He's a great defender, great scorer. He has a little bit of mental mistakes sometimes, but I think he can clean that up, and I think they're going to develop him really well over there in Oklahoma City.
All right. I have them going Kai Jones as well. I had them going Scotty Barnes with their first pick in this draft, Florida State. And then I had them going Jarrett Butler. So I had them going a small forward. I had them going a point guard. Now I have them going a power forward. So I have them, mixing it up, going positions. And you got a guy like Kai Jones, who's a really, really good power forward from the University of Texas. They lost Al Horford. They lost Moses Brown. So I think this will be the perfect fit with a guy like Kai Jones. You get a guy, who can really contribute to this team early. He doesn't have to be the leading guy. He doesn't have to be the number one guy, but he's definitely going to be a guy who you're going to need defensively along with Dort. He's going to be a guy when you need him to, get some shots, he can, take them, make them do what he can. And I just think he's a perfect fit because you got a guy like Dort who's amazing defensively. You got a guy like SGA, and I have them getting Jared Butler. So you got a lot of scorers, get a solid big man like Kai Jones to go along with that, and OKC has their future right here. This is right here. This is their future. So, Josh, Oklahoma City Thunder.
All right, at 18, I had them previously going Jonathan Kuminga and Keon Johnson. Now they're going to go with a big man center. And finally off the board for me, a huge steal right here. And if this happens, Thunder's looking nice. Alperen Şengün going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. A traditional big man. I mean, this guy has post-game skill. He could put his back to the bucket and get those points, man. So he's a nice throwback player in the front court. He's got a great feel for the game, good rebounder, and defensive potential as well. He's good at adjusting with either hand, finishing at the line, and adjusting and going through contact. He can live at the free throw line as well. So give me Alperen Şengün going to the Thunder.
That's such a good pick.
We got number 19, New York Knicks. This is their first pick. They're usually in the lottery. Knicks fans, you're not in the lottery.
Okay. With the 19th pick, I have the Knicks going with Sharif Cooper. Now, I hated on Sharif Cooper a lot, but Sharif Cooper does have talent, and if he can fix that horrible jump shot, he can be a very good. He can be a very good point guard.
Tell us how you really feel, bro.
He can be a very good point guard. Honestly, the Knicks and Sharif Cooper, it's been like a thing since day one. They've been like having talks. They've been visiting each other. This has been happening since before the season ended. So I think Sharif Cooper is going to go with I think Sharif Cooper is going to go to the Knicks at the 19th pick.
Okay. All right. With the 19th pick here, I also have the Knicks going Sharif Cooper. Point guard at the University of Auburn. Very, very good scorer. Not efficient. That is a big problem for him. If he cleans that up, he could be one of the best guards coming out of this draft. His jump shot, it's horrible, but I think he could clean that up, especially in the Knicks type situation. And I think his defense needs a little bit of work too, but I think he could work on that, especially with a guy like I forgot the fucking coach's name.
You forgot his name.
JT Thor. Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about his teammate. My bad.
Oh my God, what is his name?
I don't know.
RJ Barrett, Julius Randle.
No, the coach, Tom Thibodeau. That's
Tim
his name.
Thibodeau. Tim Thibodeau. Tim Thibodeau.
And I think Thibodeau can coach him up to be a really nice defender. MG, 19th pick. Here you go.
The New York Knicks are going to lose Derrick Rose, but they're going to gain a guy who can score offensively, and that is Mr. Trey Mann out of the University of Florida. If it wasn't for Jalen Suggs last year's shot, he would have had the most clutch shot in March Madness last year, because what he did in round number 1 in March Madness, hitting that clutch shot, I think it's amazing. You get a point guard who can score the ball, who is an amazing shooter, and he can just get buckets. You get to put him next to RJ Barrett, put him next to Julius Randle. This team in the New York Knicks was a great defensive team, but really lacked scoring when it mattered the most. Well, that can change right here if you get a guy like Trey Mann to come in and give you a good offensive spark. And I just love this pick right here, and I love Trey Mann. But Corrupt, you're squinting at something.
I'm squinting at you because you do. It's the 20th pick, and Moses Moody is still not off of your board, bro. Moses Moody's better than Trey Mann. What do you? I don't.
Son.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Hey, man. Hey.
Oh, by the way, Nathaniel, I had the Warriors going Keon Johnson and Josh Giddey.
He should have been here.
Yeah,
Come
watch.
on, Nathaniel.
You know what? Don't recap for him.
No, fuck him.
Nathaniel,
Never mind. I'm sorry, I did not have those players, but
You go back and rewatch.
he had thing 1 and thing 2 going to the Warriors. But yeah, that's who I think is going right here. Trey Mann, he can give you buckets on the offensive end, and I just think he's an amazing fit for the New York Knicks. But not corrupts. Jesus, Josh.
Yes, I'm going to agree with Donnie and Corrupt. I think it's a no-brainer right here. Knicks get Sharif Cooper out of Auburn. The guy can average 20 points possibly in this league. Smart floor general, dynamic lead guard who can make an impact. He's a great ball handler, very slippery ball handler, very shifty. He can finish at the rim with either hand. He has pinpoint passes. And very speedy guy, great feel for the game. If he could work on his three-point shot, though, that would make him even deadlier. Give me Sharif Cooper to the Knicks. He's a very young man,
Cooper
too.
Had a 3-point shot, I think he'd be picking the lottery.
oh yeah,
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
easily.
100%.
This man was a top 10 pick before the season started.
So if he could work on that, he shoots 22% from three. If he could get that to closer to 40, now we're talking.
get it to 35 and he's good.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
Bro.
Corrupts, would you like to lead us off with number 20, Atlanta?
So I actually had a really hard time with this pick,
Yeah.
honestly, because I looked at their roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got Trey Young. They have a bunch of forwards and Clint Capella. I like the. I'm gonna go. Nishan Highland.
Oh, I love Nashawn Highland.
Yes.
I like it.
Actually, Nashawn Bones Highland.
Nashawn
Best-
Bones
best
Highland, whatever you
nickname.
want to go with.
Best
He's
nickname
good.
in the draft, Bones.
Hey, he took that from John Bones Jones.
The reason why he's called that, though, you know why he's called that?
No, I actually don't.
Because he has no weight to him. He's all skin and bones.
Well, he's like KD, but worse.
But a great player, though, correct. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain.
Nishan Highland, very good. I think he can help scoring and pretty good defensively too. This is a good pick. I like Highland. I grew on him. I was like a little bit skeptical at first. I was like, do I really like him over some of these guys like Cam Thomas or this guy? But then I grew on him. It makes sense for the Hawks to go here. I don't really know who's their other. Who is it? Chris Dunn besides
Chris
Trae Young?
Dunn.
Chris Dunn, like
Chris Dunn and Lou.
Lou Williams. Yeah, they need to go another guard. I think first. So I got them going.
All right.
Bones Highland.
Before we go to Donnie, we got Surf from the 6 in the chat.
Yeah.
What up?
Sir from the
Surf
six.
from the
bro?
6. Amazing content creator in the chat. Everyone's going crazy now because Sir's in the chat. Sir, I'll tell you who I had. I had actually you guys going Evan Mobley. I had the Raptors going Evan Mobley for you.
I also had Evan Mobley going to the Raptors.
Jalen Suggs.
So,
And as you can see, the guys on the right of the screen were right, and the guys on the left were just wrong. But continue.
actually, you're wrong, but it's okay.
Those damn right-siders.
Those right-siders, Donnie. It's okay.
It's all right.
All right,
Typical
Donnie.
outsiders.
Would you like to go with your 20th overall pick?
The 20th pick with Atlanta. Yeah, it was a hard pick because they don't need a lot. But then I looked at the guard thing, and it was not good. So besides Trae Young, obviously. So I went with best player available, and this is a steal. I'm going with Jared Butler to the Atlanta Hawks, and I think it'd be fun as hell to watch him with Trae Young in Atlanta. It'd be great. I'm not touching players with heart conditions at all. So that's why I'm really low on Jared Butler. Everything else is good. I hope to God he doesn't have any problems with it in the future. But like, if I were an NBA GM, I don't touch people who have heart problems. It's just not. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want the player to have to deal with it for the rest of his career. So that's why I'm low on Jared Butler. But if he's there at like pick 22, and you're a team like Atlanta or I don't know who has the 22
New York,
pick. New York.
Something like that.
You take a chance on him. You take a flyer on him, and hopefully he turns out. And I think if he does turn out, it'd be a damn good backcourt in Atlanta. Damn good backcourt.
All right. And Sir said he already watched our picks before he he skipped all the way to live. So that's cool.
You see, Nathaniel, he was here, unlike your little shit.
Hey, Nathaniel, that's your fault, buddy. But let's see.
Joshua Fury.
Yes.
We got the 20th overall pick and Corrupt. I'm sorry. This is another pick where Moses Moody doesn't get touched on because he's going number 20. Listen. Moses Moody is that. Listen, I'm not as high on him as everyone else is. I have a slight biasness towards Trey, man, and that might be part of it. But look, let's talk about the good of Moses Moody. I mean, when you got the Atlanta Hawks, they have what at shooting guard? Lou Williams and Bogdanovich. I don't think those guys are gonna cut it for your future. Get a guy that has a higher potential at that shooting guard position than those guys. And you can put him next to Trae Young. I think that's very fun to watch, in my opinion. You put Moses Moody next to Trae Young. Corrupt's disappointed because I had Moses Moody falling all the way here. The bottom line is this is still the draft, and the Atlanta Hawks are going to have the best the best young backcourt in the NBA. After they pick Moses Moody at number 20. Disappointing for Corrupts, but it's all good.
Sir from the 6. Corrupt's mustache. Corrupt's mustache is looking magical. But not those headphones. What the fuck? Wow. Get the fuck.
Is it just me, or is his headphones getting bigger?
Bigger.
They are.
They're getting thicker.
Do you have 2 trash bags?
I don't know how those are that big. Oh my god, bro!
It's like Pinocchio's nose when he lies. He gets bigger and bigger.
I got big ears, dog.
B. Christensen said Krupp looks like he lives under a bridge. That's tough.
Hey, bro, this is my no door. My no door.
That's tough.
No door.
Krupp kind of looks like he doesn't even know English. Like he looks like some French guy.
What?
Krupp looks like he's at a call center in Pakistan.
Yeah. But anyway, for the Atlanta Hawks here at number 20, their needs is they need a backup guard, man. Lou Williams, dude's old in the tooth, man. They need another dynamic guard to go alongside Trae Young in some solid rotation minutes. And for me, one guy that I really fell in love with in preparing for this draft is Cameron Thomas, shooting guard out of LSU. This guy can light up the scoreboards, fellas. He was averaging 23 points, man, in college. He's 88% at the free throw line. He is a bucket getter who can light it up. A comp for him would be a CJ McCollum, Jordan Clarkson type of guy. You put him next to Trae Young, and shit is going to get fun. He's a tough shot maker. He's a great ball handler, perimeter shooter. He also is good at drawing fouls. He's a 3-level scorer, meaning he can score at the short range, the mid range, and the outside. So I like Cameron Thomas to the Atlanta Hawks here at 20.
I also believe he led the nation in scoring, if you correct me on that.
Yes, he did.
Dude's a beast, bro. Absolute beast. A perfect fit.
Dude, Cam Thomas
alongside Trae Young.
Cam Thomas is very slept on, bro. Very slept on.
He's amazing.
My gosh. I have him going low just because I don't think teams really, you know what I mean? I just think other teams are higher on other guys. I think Cam Thomas is damn near top 20 though.
Definitely. The scoring right there, you're not gonna be able to outscore the Hawks if they're on fire.
Right.
Like the scoring in that backcourt, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. That's
can be sick, man.
That's a lot, man. But
how is he not a higher pick? Says JB Taylor. The reason why is because, like I said, he's a go-getter. He likes to play high octane offense and take some shots, and he scores 23 points a game in college. But sometimes his shot selection with guys like this coming into the league, sometimes they can be very questionable. And taking shots that he shouldn't, taking early shots in the shot clock. His defensive effort is very questionable at times. So if he could show better effort on the defensive side, not that he's a poor defender, but sometimes he tends to get lazy on the defensive side. And sometimes he forces passes. That's kind of what the problem was with Kobe White when he was coming from college and going into the NBA. Sometimes he forces passes, or sometimes he just misses the guy altogether. But if you got a point guard like Trae Young playing alongside, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And as long as he can show better effort on defense, that'll come along. So that's probably why he's not going earlier right now.
Yeah. He plays sometimes what you call 7 seconds or less basketball, where in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock you have to shoot the ball, or it's like in their head, and scores like that head is like the shot clock violation is after 7 seconds when it's really 24 seconds. But where are we at? Number 21, Corrupts. New York Knicks are up again. Who do you have?
I have the New York Knicks. Actually, thinking about it, I think I'm probably going to change this, honestly. But I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go Usman Garuba right here.
Oh,
holy shit! He fell.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not very high on Garuba or Sengun. Not as high as other people are, especially Garuba.
Julius Randle.
So I think Knicks go with him because one, he fell to them, right, and he's rated very highly to them,
Right.
and then two, they
have Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle. Yeah.
And Corrupt said, whoop. But Usman Garuba for Mr. Corrupts. They have Mitchell Robinson, Nerlens Noel, and Julius Randle who play their bigs. So they have a lot of depth at big. It was kind of a shocker. But Donnie, who do you have the New York Knicks selecting?
I have New York Knicks selecting one of my favorite players in this draft, Trey Murphy III, a shooting guard who's 6'8", really big, out of Virginia. Very good shot creator and very good facilitator. Really, really nice scorer. Big body too. Could really help the Knicks in the scoring department and the size department. He's 6'8". If you get a 6'8" guard who can shoot and score alongside Julius Randle and guys like Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, that would really help the Knicks a lot. And I think this is a really good pick for the Knicks at 21.
Right.
So sorry about that. Dad called me. Sorry about that.
Did he tell you to go do the dishes?
That's
an inside joke. Not a lot of people know.
He tell you to get rid of those fucking terrible headphones?
Shut up.
He was like, hey, those are the headphones I'm looking for. I've been missing those since 1984.
Okay, what the fuck?
I remember taping those together with some fucking trash bags on my ears. Yeah.
Corrupt, you stole your dad's old headphones, bro. What are you doing, man?
They're getting bigger.
They are.
Shut up. They're perfectly fine. Their size perfect. All right.
He's like, son, you got 30 more minutes with those headphones, or else
they're gonna go nuclear.
Or else,
oh my gosh.
I'm gonna beat your ass with the dishwasher. I swear to God. You can go buy headphones at like Dollar General for like $10. They're better than those. So.
Little skull candies, you know.
All right, at number 21, I have the New York Knicks doubling up at guard. I had to get him a point guard a couple picks ago. Now they're getting the shooting guard just to add a little bit of depth because, like I said, they lack scoring. So they're going to get Chris Duarte. I hope I said that right. Guard from Oregon. And I have them doubling up at guard because they lack scoring. I mean, they were one for all the playoff teams. I believe they're the lowest scoring playoff team. The second lowest scoring playoff team besides the Miami Heat this playoffs, and that's gonna change. You get a guy like Chris Duarte. He's gonna be drafted with Trey Mann, in my opinion. I think you get guards who can score the ball, guards who can develop into amazing scorers. I think he's gonna be their sixth man. And I think that he's going to fill the role perfectly. He, in my opinion, I didn't hear about his name until very, very recently. I was, I just seen that comment.
Stop, bro. I know what you're laughing at.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm crying! Oh my god!
Retarded.
He's gonna see his little office supplies just going around his.
They're gonna develop rings like Saturn, bro. Oh, that's funny. Oh,
Anyway, where are we?
I was just saying, they're getting the Knicks draft Chris Duarte. Just keep improving their scoring. Because they need guard depth and they need guys who can improve their scoring because they were the lowest scoring playoff team going into the playoffs, and then I believe they were the second lowest playoff scoring team behind the Miami Heat. So that just goes to show that they need scoring on this team and get two guards who can develop well in the scoring department. I think that Chris Duarte, guard from Oregon, double up at guard in this draft, and yeah, man, New York Knicks right there. Josh,
go.
All right, for me, for the New York Knicks, previously they drafted Sharif Cooper, so they got their guard. They got some scoring right there. So this time around, I'm going to have them going with the big men. I know they have Mitchell Robinson, but what's the problem with Mitchell Robinson, guys? He tends to get hurt, right? He misses a lot of games. So with the New York Knicks, I'm going to have them going Isaiah Jackson, age 19, out of Kentucky. Absolute beast of an athlete, a great rim protector and shot blocker and a solid rebounder. He's like a better version of what Nerlens Noel ever could be. And the thing is, he has so much more upside. He's a young man. He could be an absolute stud in the front court for the New York Knicks for years to come. He is somebody that you put him in the hands of Tom Thibodeau, because you already know how he is. You're going to play for Tom Thibodeau. You better play defense. And because of that, he'll get minutes, and he can continue to develop him. Isaiah Jackson could be a great fit for the New York Knicks.
That's crazy. I don't have Isaiah Jackson in the first round.
Whoa.
Wow.
He's ranked
Jesus.
number
so that's why. Sorry.
10 on my draft guide.
10?
Yeah, I love him.
You're high.
So that's why when Usman Garuba with the other pick, I just didn't explain it because
Yeah.
And then after I got talked to, I got bullied on camera.
Yeah, you got two
About my
fucking
big-ass headphones.
moons on your goddamn ears, bro.
I think they were the highlight of the stream. You gotta go get them.
All right,
They're back.
So,
They got bigger. I swear to God, they
I'll
got
take
bigger.
him back off. All right, Donnie. I'll take him back off.
Especially his left here.
Oh my God.
all right.
Are there weapons in there? What's going on?
All right, for the Lakers, the 22nd pick.
Ooh, I'm actually curious to see this.
So I have
Lakers. Okay.
I have them going Jaden Springer.
Ooh.
Oh,
Tennessee.
yeah.
Ooh.
Donnie just orgasmed on the street.
What are you doing, bro?
Because it's such a good pick, but I don't have him going Jaden Springer. So.
Bro, Springer, I love Springer so much, bro.
Yeah.
He was in my top 20 also.
Okay.
Jaden Springer, bro. High motor, bro. He was the Robin to Keon Johnson. Bro, this man can also shoot. He has a lot of shooting potential, I think. Bro, Jaden Springer is going to be good, especially with the Lakers, where he doesn't really have to worry about being anything too special. Bro.
Don't shoot, Grub. Don't shoot. His headphones can destroy entire worlds.
That's no moon. That's a pair of headphones.
There's two of them. Look at you can see the little thing right there on the side of his left ear.
On the left side,
that's where it shoots.
On the left side is the Death Star 1. On the right side is the Death Star 2.
But anyway, you were saying?
You going, Corrupt? Like we got time to keep.
Jaden Springer, amazing pick.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a great pick, though.
That is a great pick.
He'd be a great fit.
I do have a better pick for my Lakers. We need a guard. We need a future guard.
Okay.
To play with Anthony Davis and all that. So I have Trey Mann out of Florida going here to the Los Angeles Lakers. This would be a perfect fit. Him and THT would be fun to watch develop together, and I think they would be great alongside Anthony Davis when it becomes his team. And I don't expect the Lakers to pick here. I think this pick is going to be traded, honestly, for a guy like maybe Russell Westbrook or something like that. But I think Trey Mann, if we do pick here, would be a great fit with our organization and our team.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
MG.
Trey Mann. Correct?
Yeah, yes, Trey Mann.
Well,
Trey.
guess what, Donnie? We need a point guard right here. He's going to be – I think he's going to have a better career than Schroeder. I think he's going to be I think he's going to be, if developed correctly by Frank Vogel and his coaching staff, Ayo Dosunmu, point guard from the University of Illinois. Look, man.
Ayo.
It's just fun saying that. But look, man, when you get Ayo Dosunmu, you get a guy who is a leader. He led his Illinois team to a very high seed in March Madness. Obviously, they disappointed a little bit. Corrupt just couldn't handle it. But obviously, a little bit of disappointment in the March Madness from Illinois. But nonetheless, he had an amazing season at Illinois, and he is a very, very skilled guard. I watched almost all of his games, especially the big time games they had on. And one thing I tell you about this guy is that he's a decent shooter. When he gets hot, and when he needs to, and he has, like star players, when it's time for them to get the ball, they demand it. Yeah, that's how he is. That's the vibe he gives me.
Yep.
When it's time for him to get the ball, he's gonna deliver. He's gonna demand the ball, and he's gonna come up in clutch. He's gonna do all the amazing things that you want a point guard to do in this day and age. He can shoot the ball, and him next to Anthony Davis, who, in my opinion, I love Anthony Davis, but I don't think Anthony Davis is a leader. So when LeBron does eventually leave LA and retires, I do think Ayo Dosunmu will be the perfect fit. He's a leader at the point guard position. He can shoot the ball. He's a good ball handler. He's a decent defender. And I just think that Ayo Dosunmu is the perfect fit right here for LA.
I think saying Ayo whenever he makes a three would be the best thing ever.
Oh, 100%. You just hear a crowd go,
Ayo.
All right, man. Let's get Corrupt back in here, though.
So I was doing it wasn't working. I couldn't hear y'all.
Man, I wonder why it didn't work.
The headphones are sucking up all the energy.
Sucking up all the air.
So you picked 8. Oh my god.
Yeah, I picked Ayo.
Oh my god, that's tough.
All right, so you went Ayo, MG.
Yep.
Ayo.
All right.
Dosunmu.
Now, right here for the Los Angeles Lakers, they need some playmaker. They need a playmaker and a guy who can shoot the damn ball. When Anthony Davis, LeBron James, when they hit the bench, or they need some guys who could start, who could step in and start scoring. So for me, I have them drafting Trey Murphy, a guy who could play the 2 guard or the 3 from Virginia. He's an elite shooter with a quick release and a versatile defender. That's important. He can play both ends of the court. His perimeter shooting is on point. He plays good on and off the ball defense. He's an assassin from 3. He can make a good defensive impact. He's good. He's great at cutting, and he can make a huge impact here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And learning behind a guy like LeBron James would be so amazing for his development. Trey Murphy to the Lakers.
And Isaiah likes that pick. The Lakers fan. In the chat. And Donnie, you're a Lakers fan. Do you like the pick?
Yes, if he was there, but he wasn't there.
I don't think there for you.
I don't think he's making past New York. If he's
Very
there,
possible.
we take him, but I don't think he's making past New York.
Very possible.
All right, 23. Houston's back up. Okay, 23. Corrupt.
So Corrupt's on the wrong. I'll just start if you want.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fucker.
All right, Corrupt.
No.
Corrupt. Wait, hold on. I forgot to pronounce him. Corrupt and his headphones will make this pick for the Houston Rockets at number 23. Go on, Corrupt.
Those things look bulletproof, bro.
Man, you could
Yo, you get a gun, you shoot it, and the bullet just bounces off the headphones. Yo, y'all know in like games how like I know in games, right? When you shoot something and a bullet bounces back at you, that's Corrupt's headphones.
Corrupts look like he's working on the Manhattan Project or some shit.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Oh my goodness!
Yo, y'all know the computer room in high school or elementary school?
Yeah, that's
You know how they
exactly
got the
what
big
he's wearing.
headphones? Corrupt, or if you're in college, you know this is probably the best. Corrupt stole the headphones from his school in the computer room and taped them up.
But okay, so are we on the Rockets now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Corrupt.
so.
Yes.
Number 23, Rockets. Go ahead, Corrupt, you're on the clock.
Half of this fucking stream. We're 2 hours in. Half of it's been me being bullied on my headphones, bro.
Hey, you pull out an ice cream sandwich? Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
This is where I got my boy Jared Butler going to the Houston Rockets.
Ooh.
I think honestly, I could care less about the heart condition, bro. I love Jared Butler so much, bro. Damn good ice cream sandwich. Jared Butler.
Oh man. Oh, man.
They do. They do. Holy fuck. Oh shit.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh god.
Oh my
I have
god.
never in my entire life been more embarrassed than right now.
Yo, Corrupt. You know what your headphones look like? You see this? Just put this on your ear and take this
Oh
up.
man.
Oh fuck.
All right,
Oh
so
shit.
Jared Butler to the Rockets. I love that pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
All right, Donnie.
Oh, you're saying the heart condition doesn't bother you?
No.
No, his talent's too good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I like Jared Butler so much, bro. I like Jared Butler so much. He was ranked higher than David Mitchell before the season.
Heart condition and all the March Madness
That's
and
how,
stuff like that.
that's how talented he is.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. All
All right, Donnie, who do you got?
20. Where the fuck are we at? 23. I have a Jaden Springer out of Tennessee. He's a point guard, 6'4", great scorer out of Tennessee to the Rockets. I think him playing alongside Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. would be really, really, really fun to watch. And I think this is a great pick for Houston, and I believe they're going back-to-back. So that's really nice, too.
All right. Number 23. Actually, I have Houston pairing up a big man next to Christian Wood, and that is, and I was wrong about this. I forgot I had him here. Isaiah Jackson, power forward, pairing him up with Christian.
You just
Wood
lied to
right
us? The hell?
Yeah, I was looking because I was looking at my because I wrote everything down on the paper. So I was looking. I'm like, wait, where do I have Isaiah Jackson? I skipped over him. But I have him going to number 23 to the Houston Rockets, pairing him up next to Christian Wood. And look, man, I think if they don't if they don't try to, do some big thing and draft Mobley and have like the Twin Towers there, I do think they'll put someone next to Christian Wood, because when you look at what they did, they signed DeMarcus Cousins originally to put him right there, but obviously DeMarcus Cousins wasn't very successful, so they moved on from him. But the Rockets, you know how they like to play small ball in the Harden era? The culture has completely changed. Now they want to play a little bit big. So you got Christian Wood, who can play the power forward or the center position, who can stretch the floor, and then you get a guy like Isaiah Jackson, who can also play the power forward position. Start building a big, more dominant lineup and start to change the culture there for the Houston Rockets.
All right, so for me, for the Houston Rockets, I'm going to absolutely agree with Corrupt. I'm going to go with Jared Butler to the Rockets, man. His talent is just too good, and the Rockets, they're not really in position to get really picky, Oh, my God.
Fuck off, guys. We're past this. We finished the draft. Please.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, I want some crack, huh? Oh, you want some crack?
I got Jared Butler. Oh, boy. He's going to be so good.
Jared Butler to the Rockets? Oh, my God. It's going to be so good for them.
This is ridiculous. Jared Butler out of Baylor. Yes, he has that heart condition, but the talent, like I said, it's just too good, like what Corrupt was saying as well. And the Rockets are not really in position to just be really too picky. They got to acquire talent and just hope for the best. And so why not? Jared Butler to the Rockets makes a whole ton of sense for me.
Nathaniel, you ruined it. You ruined it, Nathaniel.
Of course, Nathaniel's the one that ruins the joke.
After we're done making all our picks, we're about to go into 24. We're going to have a good roast session after we're done making the rest of our picks on Corrupt's headphones. And everyone in the chat, drop your roast, and I'll read all of them after the 30th pick. Because this is not over.
Just 6 more picks, guys. Just 6 more picks.
But Corrupt, start us off with 24, which is again Houston.
So for 24, MG, you're a little bit too early. I have Isaiah Jackson going to Houston Rockets. Isaiah Jackson's cool, man.
Mm-hmm. He's cool.
Yeah,
like your head.
he's cool, man.
He's cool.
Isaiah Jackson.
He's radical. Radical.
I like Isaiah Jackson a lot. I don't think, unlike Donnie, I don't think he's gonna be anything like too special, personally. But Isaiah Jackson's good. I think he'll be a good serviceable big man in the league. I think he'll do good.
Isaiah Jackson's got a ton of potential, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Donnie, 24. Kobe.
24. I have my guy, Charles Bassey out of Western Kentucky. Center. Wow. I love this guy. Shout out to Jeremiah Banjo Breezy for bringing my attention to this kid. He's gonna be great. He's just gonna be great. I love this guy out of Kentucky. I think he's gonna be a great scoring center and a great defensive center, and I think pairing him next to Christian Wood will be a great pick for Houston.
All right, now with number 24. I'm going to go with the guy, Jaden Springer. Now, I had them going with Jalen Green as a guard. I had them going so Jalen Green's going to be their shooting guard. I had them going pardon me. I had them going Isaiah Jackson, which is a power forward. Now I have them going a point guard. So I have them kind of rounding out their future right here. Jaden Springer, I think he's a little bit late for me earlier. And, mock draft I looked at and some that I kind of tested out on. Jaden Springer was a little bit higher. But he just kind of happened to fall right here. I think him replacing John Wall is John Wall wasn't really there for that long, but you get what I'm saying. Him replacing John Wall here, along with Jalen Green and along with Isaiah Jackson, I think it's just the perfect fit right here. Point guard from Houston. I don't think he took Houston that far into March Madness, but it doesn't matter. The talent and the skills are there, and hey, man. Like I said, when teams have multiple picks, I try to match it up. And this mock draft is, like I said, I want to match it up. And I'm here to fit pieces where they belong. And I feel like the talent and the skills that I see in Jaden Springer is a good fit for Houston and what they have developing over there.
Okay, so for me, for the Houston Rockets, recap, I have them drafting Jalen Green and Jared Butler with their first previous picks. Jared Butler, they allow the heart condition thing to get such a talented player at 23. So they got some great talent in the back in the backcourt. So now with this pick, they're going to try to go with some upside right here, and they're going to go with a guy who at one point was seen as a top 5 talent going into the 2021 draft, and he just fell. Zaire Williams, wing out of Stanford. He's a tall, lanky shot creator. He still needs to improve his jumper, but he can maximize his two-way potential. So I want to
hold on. That's the greatest thing ever. That is the greatest thing of all time.
With the American flag right behind.
Who is this? Who is this?
Who do you think?
I want to know.
Made a burner account.
I want to know who this is.
Corrupt. What you?
It's Isaiah. I know it for a fact. It's Isaiah.
So the Rockets round out their first round with adding Zaire Williams to Jalen Green and Jared Butler. There we go.
All right.
Mod that account.
We finally got the Clippers right here.
Oh,
Clippers.
The Clippers.
Okay, for the Clippers.
Yes.
All right, for the Clippers. This was kind of a hard one too, honestly, because a bunch of point guards already gone, a bunch of guards already gone. But then I realized, and honestly, I'm a little bit lower on him than other people are. But Chris Duarte from Oregon goes. Really, Josh?
What?
Oh, I thought you were making fun of me. Never mind.
No, Corrupt's traumatized, yo.
I'm gonna have PTSD from this. Anyways, I got Chris Duarte, bro. He's a very good guard. I like him a lot. Not as much as other people do, but I think it's a great pickup for the Clippers. You could also see the Clippers. If a point guard's there, they're probably gonna go a point guard, or they could go into some of the later point guards. They probably could go in the second round. But I think Chris Duarte is also a talent that they can't pass up, I think, this late. Yep. So,
all right. Donnie, 25?
I have the Los Angeles bum-ass Clippers. They're taking Miles McBride, point guard, West Virginia. 6'2" point guard, very good scorer. Pretty all right facilitator. Needs to work on his efficiency from the line. Free throws are a little bit of an issue. Overall, he's a pretty good talent. And they need a point guard very badly, so that's why I have them taking Miles McBride here out of West Virginia.
All right. And I have at 25 the nation's leading scorer and one of the best, matter of fact, the best scorer in this NBA draft, Cam Thomas, shooting guard from LSU. The Clippers are about to lose Kawhi Leonard, and they have Paul George, but they also could lose Reggie Jackson, who was a big scoring spark for them. So you get a relentless scorer like Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, who can really be a guy, if they lose Kawhi, who can really be a guy right there with Paul George, who can just give some offensive firepower to the Clippers. He's gonna be a good piece for Ty Lue to get his hands on. If Reggie Jackson leaves, he'll be able to fill the role of Reggie Jackson perfectly. And I just think Cam Thomas falling to 25, and also too, Paul George is one of the best defenders at his position. If he can help develop Cam Thomas's defense and help Cam Thomas's offensive shot selections get a little bit better, I honestly think that Cam Thomas will be a steal right here, and he will be the best scorer in this draft class if developed correctly. And I think the Clippers can do that, man. I think the Clippers can do that. So Cam Thomas, the best scorer, averaged 23 points per game, I believe, or 24, something like that. And yeah, man. But before Josh goes, we got Rocha Entertainment in the chat. And look, Rocha, you just missed it. Corrupt had the worst headphones in headphone history on. He took them off now because he's embarrassed. But
why'd you time him out?
We just went through a major roast session. So shout out to Rocha though.
Why did I say a time him out?
Hey, you know what? Nobody knows anything about being roasted more than Rocha.
Rocha
Nobody.
Corrupts.
Yo, Brocha go back because, bro, everybody was laughing like their lungs. Oh my god, they had no more lungs. Like honestly, all the air was out. That's how hard they were laughing. Too hard. Too hard. Yeah,
we weren't
too
smoking
hard.
cigarettes. We were just laughing.
The gravitational pull of your headphones are pulling.
All right, you know what?
The air out of our lungs.
All right, so where are we at here? Am I up?
25. Yep, 25.
Yeah, you're at the
Clippers.
All
right.
Los Angeles.
Okay, so here we go. The Clippers, what they are needing, they're needing another guard. Somebody to possibly replace Reggie Jackson. He might be getting the bag somewhere else, man. Patrick Beverly, he is what he is. So I'm looking for the Clippers to get some bench scoring, another guard, and they're going to find that with Ayo Adosumu from Illinois. He is a crafty combo guard, which is big and very important for what the Clippers are looking for right now, who can control the pace of the game and a tone setter. Think of a DeJounte Murray type of a player here. Great on-the-ball defender, good hustler. He is somebody who could take over games. He excels at attacking the rim and finishing. He's very good in transition, and he's got so much more shooting and scoring potential. So I'm going to go with Ayo to the Los Angeles Clippers.
Josh, you're completely wrong. He's a 7-foot big man who will back you down, but he can't shoot free throws. And yeah, Josh, you're just completely wrong. But I like that. I would assume it's the Clippers. Hey, man.
Yep.
So, Josh.
Yes.
When you said talking about DeJounte Murray, you're talking about his defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Because, bro, he's gonna be way better than DeJounte Murray offensively, I think.
You think so?
You do.
All right, so number 26. Now, we had the Denver Nuggets, and before everyone goes, listen, this fan base deserves a bad pick because, first off, you tried to attack a guy. You got embarrassed. And then while he was beating you up, he said, Suns in 4 while uppercutting you. The Denver Nuggets don't deserve anything good. And Jokic is not the best center in the NBA. Anyways, corrupt.
Oh my God. You always have to. All right, so
I have to say that, man. But number 26, we got the Denver Nuggets. Corrupts lead us off.
I think the Nuggets are gonna go shooting guard. They're gonna go Josh Christopher.
Ooh,
Arizona
I like
State.
it.
I like Josh Christopher.
Arizona State guard.
Josh Christopher was actually like pretty high up there, but then some other guys started coming in and he started falling down. I think Josh Christopher is a great shooting guard. And honestly, I think he probably should be higher. Like, honestly, I think he should be higher, but I think the talent pool in this draft is so amazing, yada, yada, yada. This is a great pickup for the Nuggets, and with the Nuggets, Josh Christopher is probably going to do something in the NBA because they develop good over there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Got Donnie.
Well, Nuggets fans are going to love me because this is how the draft fell. So I have Cameron Thomas going to the Denver Nuggets to pair up with Jamal Murray in the backcourt, and that would just be a deadly scoring duo in the backcourt. And another great developmental prospect the Nuggets took in the bottom half of the first round.
All right, and number 26, I agree with Corrupt on the position, but not the player. I got Trey Murphy going number 26 to the Denver Nuggets. He is a shooting guard from the University of Virginia. Now, right here, like I said, I'm in this mock draft, I'm all about fit and where do you fit at. So, look, you got Jamal Murray running the point guard, and if you develop Trey Murphy correctly, I think everyone in this live stream right now, everyone in the chat and everyone that's on the live, we're all high on Trey Murphy and what his potential could be. Put him next to a playmaker like Nikola Jokic who can get him shots, and then vice versa, he can help get Nikola Jokic shots. I think it's kind of a match made in heaven if correctly developed. And then you got Jamal Murray right here. He's always going to be a solid point guard. He's always going to be, a guy there who can score the ball. So I think Trey Murphy, shooting guard, going to the Denver Nuggets with Jokic, with Michael Porter Jr., with Jamal Murray. I think it's just kind of a good matchup right there. And I like it. Trey Murphy, 26, shooting guard, out of Virginia, going to the Mile High State of Denver. Josh, number 26.
All right, Denver Nuggets. They are needing another scoring guard. They could also use a backup center. Murray will be out for the start of the season, so I'm going to go with Nuggets getting Trey Man guard out of Florida. Solid
Wow.
knockdown shooter who can create space and score from anywhere. I mean, he can shoot from. He's a 3-level scorer. He's got great size, athleticism, good shifty ball handler, and solid playmaker. And somebody that they could use right out the gates to start the season. Trey Man to the Nuggets.
I like that, man. 27. We are going to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
So I have Brooklyn going power forward.
Okay.
From Auburn, JT Thor.
JT Thor, okay.
Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, right? I liked JT Thor, and I was more impressed by JT Thor watching the Auburn Tigers this year. As you know, I'm an Auburn Tiger fan. Because, well, one, Sharif Cooper has that bum-ass shot. But two, JT Thor was JT Thor was everywhere, bro. He can shoot, he can block, he's rebounding, he's really big. I think he's 6'11", if I'm not mistaken. JT Thor, I think, is very underrated, and I think the Nets, their front court's not looking too good. So I think they go with JT Thor.
7'3"
that.
wingspan, dude.
Whew, that guy. I like that wingspan right there. Donnie.
I am going with the Brooklyn Nets. Nets here, they're going to pick Day'Ron Sharp, center, 6'11", out of North Carolina. They need a true big man. And I like JT Thor, but I think they need more size and a more traditional sense to bring their offense a little bit back to reality. And I think adding a guy like Day'Ron Sharp would actually help them a lot, especially with crashing the boards. I think that's their main what their main focus needs to be their offseason. Get more rebounders on their team.
That's tough. Big play slay. All right, at number 27. Hey, Nova Nation, stand up, baby. We have another first-round pick, and he is another forward for the second year in a row. That is Jeremiah Robinson Earl, forward from the University of Villanova. Look, man, you got the Brooklyn Nets, man. At power forward and at center, they have a glaring need. They had KD play power forward, but you want KD as the small forward position. That's his primary position. You're going to have James Kyrie at the guard, KD at the 3, and then you get Jeremiah Robinson Earl at the 4. Listen, first off, a reason why I think he's going to be a perfect fit here is because he is very, very coachable. Now, obviously, watching a lot of Villanova games, and if you're able to succeed in Villanova, you have to be coachable by one of the best developed talent developers in the nation, which is Coach Jay Wright. And he's very coachable. He plays smart defense. He can lead a team, but he doesn't have to be a leader on this team. And I think that takes a lot of pressure off him. He gets to show more of his off-ball skills here in Brooklyn because he's going to be playing a lot off the ball. And he's a very, very smart defender, which Brooklyn needs. So I think Jeremiah Robinson Earl at 27 going to Brooklyn. Josh.
All right. For me, the Brooklyn Nets, they could really use a backup guard, a 3D wing, someone to control and contribute immediately when those guys get on the bench, like Harden and Kyrie Irving. So give me Jaden Springer, guard out of Tennessee, a creative scorer who makes winning plays. He's a solid defender. He's got high energy. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Marcus Smart's type of game. So for those who are looking for a comp, he's got high IQ on both ends of the court. He's very good at anticipating on defense and tends to get his hands all over the ball. So I think that'd be a good fit for what the Brooklyn Nets are needing. Somebody who could score and play some pretty good defense and a high motor. I like that. Jaden Springer to the Nets. And that's a pretty good fucking pick for him. So, for the Nets, he kind of falls there for a little bit.
Isaiah says Corrupt's headphones has seen more than a World War I veteran. Jesus Christ,
that's tough spot.
All right,
that's tough.
Oh, we had the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody.
And they're gonna
Philadelphia.
What the hell kind of song is this?
They're gonna choke again.
Wait, is that actually like a Philadelphia song?
Yeah, they play it after every win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Please stop.
Sixers.
Please stop.
10, 9, 8, 76ers. Hey, man, who do y'all have to put in?
No, you guys are always mad over there in Philly. God.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Corrupt.
When we get in Discord, I'll play it in a rhythm bot. I'll play the
No,
song in a rhythm
please don't.
bot.
No.
All right, so the 76ers.
Yep.
I have them getting Zaire Williams.
Ooh.
Yes.
I think it's a good pick. I think he's very lengthy.
Mhm.
He has a lot of talent. He fell because honestly he had a disappointing season, and I don't know, because he was pretty high up there in the beginning of the year, right? The more I watched him.
Tell me that wasn't Donnie.
No, that wasn't me.
That was MG.
Oh my God.
That wasn't me.
It's always me. Can I finish a sentence without getting bullied or interrupted?
Go ahead, Corrupt.
Hey, bro, your headphones be interrupting when I'm taking my picks and I'm looking at
All
those
right,
headphones.
all right.
I be wanting to stop.
All right, Zaire Williams. He's a big dude. I think he's 6'8". Also, he's lanky,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I like Zaire Williams a lot. There's a reason why he was up there before the season started. In the beginning of the season, he was like a top 10, top 15 talent. He was a lottery pick. There's a reason for that. He has talent. I think 76ers can help develop him.
Donald the Couch. If you don't have us getting a good pick here, you're just going. I'm not telling you where you're going. You're just leaving. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, I'll try my best. Well, I have the 76ers picking one of my favorite players in the draft, Marcus Bagley, small forward out of Arizona State. I think this would be a good pick for them. They obviously need a little bit more scoring, which is what he helps with. And defense, he needs a little bit of work on that, but I think he fit really well in Doc Rivers' system. So I think Marcus Bagley to the 76ers be good.
You say he needs help on defense, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well,
just a little bit.
when you come to the Sixers,
Oh my God,
that's okay because you have Matisse Thybulle, who's the small forward, who's going to be taking a lot of the perimeter defensive assignments for us. You have a guy in Joel Embiid, obviously, who's an amazing defender. So actually, oh my God, big play Slay. Anyways, yeah, when you come to the Sixers, you don't need a really good defender. But I like the pick. We did help with scoring. But anyways, at 28, I have my Philadelphia 76ers surrounding the best center in the NBA, and it's not a debate. We're going to surround him with Josh Christopher, shooting guard out of Arizona. Now, look, we do have Seth Curry as shooting guard, but listen, he's not our long-term decision. We want to surround Joel Embiid with talent, with offensive scoring and offensive potential, and I think he has some offensive potential here. I think, honestly, this is an amazing pick at the 28th overall pick. And we surround him with amazing defenders like Matisse Thybulle, a great player in Joel Embiid, a great scorer who can help him score in the NBA level at Tobias Harris. And whoever our point guard situation is, whether it's Ben Simmons or someone else, I just think Josh Christopher is an amazing fit here for the Sixers. A good shooting guard right here who can be help our future. And him and Tyrese Maxey, I think they both can grow together on the scoring side of things. As long as Matisse Thybulle don't know what that sneezer cough was, but it's okay. But Josh Christopher right here coming to the city of brotherly love.
Okay. Sneeze?
Josh Christopher, that's a good pick. I like that pick. I thought Matisse Thybulle was a shooting guard.
He's shooting guard, small forward. He can play both. Joshua.
Yeah.
Make a pick.
28. Now, if you don't have us getting a good pick, you're also going to go to that place. And
okay.
It's not.
Let's see what happens here.
Bad. Yeah.
Let's see what your 76ers do, man. This is a team that might be making some trades before draft or during the draft.
Don't choke this pick.
But anyway, for the 76ers, what they could use is some more shooting and floor spacers. So give me Bones Highland, guard out of VCU. Can average 20 points per game, shoots 44% from the field, almost 40% from three. And he's a pretty good defender. He averaged about 2 steals a game in college. He's a combo guard. He's a fearless scorer. Think of Jamal Crawford. Were you guys the ones who drafted Jamal Crawford? Jamal Crawford, yeah. But think of a player like that. He's a 3-level scorer, man. He's got unlimited range. He's got a great mentality, great energy. He's got a great backstory. I love this guy, man. I mean, every time I watch these interviews with him in there, I want him on our team. He's such a cool dude, man, and I think he's going to develop great in this league. And so I got you guys going with Bones.
I like that pick. If he does bring the defensive potential, averaging 2 steals a game, that's going to be just amazing because we already have a top 3 defense in the NBA. And if he can add to that along with offensive potential, I mean, I think that's an amazing pick. But Roach just said him and Rogelio saw the headphones, and they don't know what was happening. And then Big Play Slay has a question. He said, "What happens quicker, Ben Simmons getting a jump shot or Corrupt getting better headphones?" Hey, I'm gonna take Ben Simmons getting a jump shot.
I'll take Ben Simmons getting a jump shot as well.
What's up, Roja?
Welcome to the ASMR stream.
All right. Number 29, we have the Phoenix Suns, the Valley. Who's going to the desert?
So, this guy is already off for all you three, but I have Cameron Thomas from LSU going to the Suns.
Shit, that'd be a good pick.
Now, I'm actually surprised that y'all picked him a little bit higher than where I picked him, because from where I'm looking, like, not a lot of people are like valuing him that high, right? So, and I'm thinking that not a lot of teams are going to pick him through where y'all were choosing him from, right? I personally like him than some of the guards I mentioned earlier. Like, I like him more than Josh Christopher. I like him more than Chris Duarte. I like him more than some of these other guys. Cam Thomas is really talented, and he goes to the Suns. That's a great freaking pick, especially for a team that's looking to return to the finals.
Yep. All right, Donnie, 29.
At 29 here, I'm gonna have Ayo Desumo coming to the Phoenix Suns, and I think this will be a great pick for them. He's gonna be a great scorer off the bench for them. And I think he's going to add a little more defense scoring to the Suns, even coming off the bench. And I think it'll be a great pick for the Suns as well. I think he's going to fall a little far in my mock draft, but I like him. I like him a lot.
All right. And
so why did you go redneck right there?
Because it's Phoenix.
Oh, there you go. All right, at 29. The funny part is the guy with this name, a Suns fan that we all know is his name, and that's JT Thor, going 29 to the Phoenix Suns. Right here, they have Cam Johnson, who can play the 3 or the 4. They drafted Jaden McDaniels or Jalen McDaniels? Which one did they draft? I keep forgetting.
No, what? Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith. Jesus.
McDaniels. Bro. McDaniels went to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, sucker. Right.
So they drafted Jalen's or whatever. But I have them getting JT Thor right here, shoring up the power forward position. I really like JT Thor. I think he got overlooked by Mr. Sharif Cooper there in Auburn. I actually think he'll be a really good NBA player. And JT Thor at number 29 to the Phoenix Suns is right there. And we got Mr. Joshua.
All right. So for the Phoenix Suns, the guard position. This is what I'm looking at for the Suns, because they might lose a couple of guards during this offseason, you know? Chris Paul, you know, Cameron Payne, could be gone, so I don't know. So for the Suns, I'm going to go with a really good young player, Miles McBride, guard out of West Virginia. Ooh. Finally off the board for me. I love this kid, man. Great hustler, great athlete. He's got a tremendous wingspan, 6'8" wingspan for his position. That's incredible. He can knock down shots from basically anywhere, and he's got great potential to be a great shot creator. So I'm going to go with Miles McBride going to the Phoenix Suns.
All right, and Rocha says he'll have to look back at the Warriors picks. I mean, I can tell you, I had you guys getting Corey Kispert and Davion Mitchell.
Which is ridiculously – those are steals. If you guys get those, Rocha, those two guys, that's ridiculous.
Just watch the stream, man.
Go watch the stream.
For the Utah Jazz,
30.
I have them at 30. Wait, everybody's on, right? Okay, at 30, I have them going Miles McBride, or actually, I think his nickname is Deuce McBride.
Yep.
Tooth.
Deuce. Miles McBride, very good point guard. I honestly think probably should be a little bit higher than this, but this is still very good. Very good pickup for the Jazz, and very Mike Conley. I think he's gone. Right. This
He's
was
a
his
free
last year. Right?
agent. He's a free
Yeah.
agent. Yep.
Free agent.
So they need this after he leaves, or unless they sign him. I don't know, whatever. But it's looking like Mike Conley's gone, so they get their point guard.
For the Utah Jazz in the last pick in the first round, I have them going JT Thor because they need a floor spacing big man, and JT Thor is miles better than what the fuck is their power forward? Derek Favors. Derek Favors is not. I don't think he's the right fit for what the Utah Jazz need, and I think getting a guy like JT Thor to replace him would be an amazing fit for what they need going forward with Donovan Mitchell.
There you go.
And Crazy Dog, before I go, he says the closer we get to the draft, the more I believe the Cavs will be getting Evan Mobley. All right, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, that's
agree.
what I got. That's what I got for you guys too. Yeah.
Unlike these two weirdos.
Hey, man. Hey. All right, but number 30, I have Zaire Williams, shooting guard, going to the Utah Jazz. And actually, I have something for y'all. Mike Conley's leaving. This guy has been developing on his skills. Not the guy I just had drafting. Donovan Mitchell has been developing his skills as a point guard. I think he's going to move to point guard this year, ladies and gentlemen. I think they draft an extra shooting guard, get a little bit of depth there. And I don't know why I've had this conspiracy, but Donovan Mitchell, he is a 6'3" shooting guard. If he moves down to point guard, that'll be size-wise, that'll be more of an advantage for him. And I don't know, man. I just have this feeling he's been developing his point guard skills. He's been developing his passing, facilitating, being more of an efficient scorer throughout his career. Donovan Mitchell might move to shoot the point guard. And I think Zaire Williams, he adds extra depth at the shooting guard position. Here at number 30, I think I have him going the lowest. All of you have him already off the board. So I have them getting a good shooting guard right here. And the last pick is going to be Zaire Williams for me. And Josh, you head this off in today's stream.
All right, I'm going to agree with Donnie here, and I'm going to go with JT Thor going to the Utah Jazz. Versatile defender who's got some potential in the offense, great size, athleticism, rim protector, defensive versatility. He's somebody that they can throw a body at some of these other wings that always give them troubles, especially in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with JT Thor to the Utah Jazz. Other options they could go is Josh Christopher and Jeremiah Robinson Earl would also be some pretty solid options for them. But JT Thor to the Jazz.
So I know that we got these guys already done, but here's are some of these guys that I also really like that could easily get into the 20s, right? They could easily sneak into this first round, right? I didn't have Ayo Dosunmu going in here, right? Mm-hmm. Which is kind of surprising because I'm like one of the biggest Ayo Dosunmu fans, but he's a very good option. I also really like Jeremiah Robinson Earl. I love him a lot too. There's also some other guys like Aaron Henry, Terrence Shannon Jr. that could pick up in the second round. You also have some of those G League Ignite guys with like Daisha Nix and Isaiah Todd, and then you have Dayron Sharp from the North Carolina.
Joshua Primo, I like him too. From Alabama. Joshua Primo. Joel Ayayi.
Yeah, I was saying.
I like Greg Brown. Don't sleep on him making up to the 20s.
By the way, Ayayi, who I just mentioned, I think he's going to go 34 to the Pelicans.
Okay.
Josh, bro, I'm telling you, everybody's sorry, Donnie, but everybody's mocking him to like the 50s, bro. He's not.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Don't sleep on another foreign player, Filip Petrusev, 7-footer out of I don't actually know where he's out of. But he's a foreign player. Quentin Grimes, another guy that I like
from Houston.
20s. Yeah, I like him a lot. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. He is 22 on the draft guide, but I think he's probably going to fall to the first part of the second round. I don't know. I just got that feeling.
I have my Bulls drafting him at 38. Jeremiah Robertson.
Okay.
Ooh.
A sleeper for me is Austin Reeves. He's a guard. Jesus Christ.
Awesome.
There we go. Jesus Christ. All right. No, I really like Austin Reeves. He's a really good shooter. He's a good scorer, and he has the potential to take over a game. I've seen it watching his games live last year. He has that potential to take over games. And I believe he's mocked in the 40s. I don't know if you guys scouted him at all or looked at him at all.
Another person I didn't mention that had some noise in the tournament was Johnny Juzang.
Johnny Juzang.
Isn't he going back?
He's going back to school. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Juzang's going back. Dang.
I just realized that like mid-section.
He's going back to UCLA.
That's actually might be good. He can raise his draft stock for another year.
Yeah. I
Also,
personally think that Greg Brown should go back for another year. Go back to
for
Texas
next year. Johnny Juzang's going to be high, but center-wise, Coffee Cockburn, center from Illinois, he's going to be really good next year. I thought he was going to come out this year with Ayo Dosunmu, but he's going to stay next year. That's another good guy.
But interesting mock drafts from you guys. I really liked it. You guys were doing your homework.
Yeah.
Pressed.
Yeah, yours was really interesting as well, Josh.
My paper ripped.
Thank you. Oh no.
The worst thing ever was the Sharif Cooper pick. Number 10. Oh
listen,
my
bro,
god!
Listen.
You had Sharif Cooper, but
you can't
and Moses
tell me
Lee
that
falling to 20.
You can't tell me that Sharif Cooper's not a good fit for New Orleans. With his skill set a good fit for New Orleans? Corrupt.
But you can say that about like any good playmaker, though.
And exactly, he's a great playmaker.
So what you're gonna
if he cleans up his efficiency, Corrupt? He's one of the best. He's going top 10. We wouldn't even have this conversation, but he's a little inefficient from the 3-point line and stuff like that. But listen, he can give you 20. He can give you 20 points and 8 assists, and he can develop that 3-point shot to a 40%. Distributing the ball to Ingram and Zion.
My man, bro, he needs to have a 20% differential to get that to 40%. You realize that, right? 20%.
But
that's crazy.
What was my whole mock draft? Fit, correct? Every pick I made was based off fit. I didn't go off of obviously Cade Cunningham. Sometimes you got to go to best player available, but after the top 5, I went off of fit, corrupts.
So, what was like the most surprising pick for you, Josh?
The most surprising pick for me was Josh Giddey. To Indiana. Like I'm not the highest on him. I don't know if he should go in the lottery, but I would say that's probably the one pick that I made in my mock draft. I was like, felt kind of ugly about.
Yeah. Same thing with the.
Most surprising was all of you are really, really high on Scotty Barnes, and I don't get it. So
I don't know why you don't like Scotty Barnes.
I don't like him. I don't like his face. It's stupid. His face is stupid.
You know what's surprising? I thought you guys would have toughened up and had Jared Butler going to teams like me.
Oh,
I think teams look way too much into the medical stuff.
I
don't get it, man. I mean, he's an amazing talent, man.
No, I agree. I think he's a top 20. I think he's better than Sharif Cooper. So.
Whoa, damn. We have another deep.
Hey, bro, I love Jared Butler. I love me some Jared Butler, bro.
Rocha says Scotty Barnes can be the next Draymond. Do y'all agree?
God, no.
But a better scorer. Could be.
He'll be his own player.
Mid-range scorer.
Isaiah said this was great.
So was your mom.
No, Isaiah.
Also, go ahead.
What you were talking about, Isaiah, is bullying me. That was the only thing that you liked about this entire fucking stream.
I was just gonna say, can we give an applause and hey, you know what, Corrupt? You took it, man. You got Rosa a lot tonight. It was hilarious. I
want to shout out Corrupt's headphones for being the star of the show. Corrupt's headphones, buy them at your local Best Buy and duct tape them together and break them.
It made it a very informative mock draft stream with a touch of hilarity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like 25% of this entire stream was just laughing.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good.
Your headphones carried this stream, and they're so strong that they didn't even break.
True. Wow.
That's tough. But
I think one thing. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think one thing that is kind of crazy. I don't know. I just don't see the hype around those like Usman and Sengun. Like I understand their talent. I understand why they're in the first round. But people have like Garuba, especially. They have him going like lottery.
It's probably because of your age. I think as far as not liking Sengun, man, he is a throwback, old school type of low post scoring big man. That's something you don't see a whole lot these days. That's the only thing I could guess, man, because I love Sengun, man. I think he's got great potential in this league. I don't know.
I mean, I like Sengun way more than I like Garuba, honestly. I had Sengun going to the Thunder at 16.
Okay, yeah.
But like,
that's fine.
I just personally think, I don't know, I just feel like there's a better talent that people could draft than
I mean, I didn't even have Sengun going until the last pick for the Oklahoma City Thunder, 18. You know, some people have him as a lottery pick, so I kind of had him a little bit falling.
This guy said Josh Christopher could become the best scorer in this draft, in my opinion. I think it's Cam Thomas.
I think it's either Cam Thomas or probably.
I think it's going to be Moses Moody.
Moses Moody could be up there as well.
The best scorer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I would say probably Cameron Thomas or Corey Kispert.
Corey Kispert, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Ooh.
Corrupts,
yeah.
What do you have to say? You said, ooh. What are you oohing at?
No, I was just thinking about like the scores and stuff like that.
Okay.
Cause I'm kind of surprised that no one like when they say that no one mentioned like Jalen Suggs or Jalen Green or Cade Cunningham.
Big play said, I love this for you guys. Got to run this back next year. That's what I was gonna ask. If you y'all four want to do this again for next year's draft?
Absolutely.
Unless I'm dead, I'll be here.
Yeah.
All right.
Auburn has a top 5 recruit, so
hey, all right. It would have been better because Rocho was supposed to be here, but he's going to Vegas. So if we can get Rocho on next year's, that'll be fun.
You know he's sitting on his ass right now doing nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
Doing absolutely nothing. He could have just got on his computer and just turned on StreamYard real quick, but it's all good, Rocho.
No, it's all I'm just messing with you, Roach. But it was fun, man. It was a whole lot of fun. So MG, appreciate you setting this up. It's cool.
Yeah, this was fun. Honestly, y'all made this better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought we was just gonna go through our picks, blah blah blah. But Corrupt's headphones and the jokes, and this is why I love the chat, because the chat was amazing today. Y'all, the chat helps make the stream, and
informative and entertaining. That's what you look for putting the show together, and that's exactly what tonight was. It's fun.
Informative, entertaining, and headphones.
Headphones. See, you like Corrupt. Look at Josh's headphone. He got the chill, nice, just normal sized headphones, like a normal human being, bro. Like, look at Josh just over here chilling. You got these.
I think Josh's head's just too big, honestly.
Damn!
Wow.
You know what though? Whenever I have snapbacks, I have to put it at the last tip.
The last
little thing.
Damn.
I can't go anything else because it won't fit.
This was a lot better.
Someone said Cavs take Mobley at 3 and trade Sexton and Kevin Love to Orlando or Golden State. That could possibly happen. I think Cavs taking Evan Mobley. If Evan Mobley goes past the Raptors, that's the Cavs and the Raptors. The Cavs and the Raptors deserve to fire their front office.
If Evan Mobley goes past the Raptors, I will eat a cardboard box.
Okay, all right, and you have to eat it on stream.
Yes.
All
so
right.
Are y'all fine with like answering any questions or any discussions from the chat real quick about the draft?
I have a question for the chat. I have a really good question for the chat. All right. You guys know what we all have. We have everything written down, our mock draft. Who do you in the chat think is going to have the most accurate mock draft come next Thursday? Who's going to get the most picks right? MG, myself, Corrupt, or Donnie? What do you guys think?
All right.
They're all going to say Josh, watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Josh fans in here. So.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, I did kill it last year.
I did kill it last year. Shut up.
I didn't kill it last year.
Actually, I have.
Oh.
I have my mock draft from last year's.
All right, so we got one for Josh. We got
No, we have a million for Josh and none for Corrupt Quaker.
We got me. B Sports Talk has me. Aaron Curtis has me. My uncle has me. Big Fridge has me. Okay, so me and Josh. All right,
MG. Let's go.
Wow,
right,
y'all suck.
See. Not a single person said Corrupt. No Donnie love.
No, there's JB. Taylor said Josh, Donnie a close second.
Wow, I see.
Okay. So
I see.
Corrupt. What about Corrupt's headphones? That's also an option. Y'all got to remember.
Yeah, Corrupt's headphones is in.
Big Play Slate has Donnie.
There we go.
Wait, Josh? How many picks did you get right last year?
Quite a bit last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many.
Do they have you know how the NFL has like the draft thing, like y'all did, like we can see how many picks we got right and do like a little league for that. NBA doesn't have that, huh?
Yeah, they don't. I don't think so. I don't think they have anything like that, which is weird. They should. I don't see why it would be a problem.
Yeah,
I think it'd be more fun, honestly.
Hell yeah!
All right,
I personally like NBA draft a lot more.
So majority
because they don't take like 5 minutes just opening the package, and just like and for the 45th pick from the number 85 champion Chicago Bears, my name Joshua Fury selects from the University of Sports Fury.
Y'all remember Chicago Bears pick? The Justin Fields pick? Remember how long it took them to finally say it?
With the 17th pick, my Chicago Bears select out of the University of Ohio State. His mom is really nice looking. He likes cookies. Yeah, that's exactly how it went.
Someone asked, how high can Josh Christopher go in this draft? I think he could go in the 20s.
High 20s. Maybe late teens. Maybe like towards the end of those teens. But I'd be very surprised if that happened.
25 through 30. No higher.
I'd also be very surprised if he went to the second round also, dude. So
I don't have him in the first round at all.
I want Suggs for my Cavs. That's a not a bad pickup at all, especially with the Colin Sexton rumors. My bad. At the same, I just don't think he's gonna get traded. I don't know. Is that just me?
I'm feeling like maybe it's not gonna happen. And here's the thing: even if they do trade Sexton, I still think it's a legitimate possibility that the Cavs still draft Evan Mobley because he's just too good to pass up at that position. If you can get a Chris Bosh type player to go with your wing in Isaac Okoro and Darius Garland, that's just sick, man. That is sick. You got a backcourt player, you got a wing, and you got a frontcourt player you can go to for scoring and also play defense and just be all over the court and could pass. I think it's just too good of a prospect to pass up for Cleveland, even with Jared Allen.
So we have a question. What percentage does Cade Cunningham become a bust?
15%.
I'll say 10%.
Like
this guy is like giving me LeBron James vibes. Like he's not. He's a once in a generation type player.
Jesus.
Once in a generation type player.
He's good. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say fucking LeBron James, but he's a generational.
I didn't compare him to LeBron James. Give him the
I know.
Put on your headphones and shut up.
Because I mean, the thing is, he lacks elite speed. He's not very explosive.
But
he's not the greatest athlete in the world, and that's fine. Yeah, I mean, Luka Doncic, he's not the greatest athlete in the world too. Also, I mean, Cade Cunningham is an absolute beast. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. Like my chances of him being a bust is like 0.2%.
Big Play Slay. Big Play Slay says, let me ask you all a question. I've heard this question before. What percentage does Cade Cunningham become the rookie of the year? And do y'all think it's not close? Because I think it could be Jalen Green if it goes to the Rockets.
I think it's close. I think when you
could be Jalen Green.
we look at Cade Cunningham. I mean, he's gonna have all the hype coming into the NBA in the season. But Jalen Green's definitely a close number 2. He's definitely a great player as well. But I mean, Cade Cunningham, man. I mean, this dude's just monstrous, man. Like Josh said, he's not the most fastest, he's not the most athletic, but this man, he's a hooper, bro. He just goes out there and he does everything.
If you're looking for somebody who's going to have more highlights, it's going to be Jalen Green over Cade Cunningham. He's a human highlight reel.
Yeah.
I'm going to be different. I think Evan Mobley's a lock for Rookie of the Year.
Ooh, he's a lock.
Okay. I think we're a little bit under. I think give Jalen Suggs a little bit of attention. Jalen Suggs playing with a very good friend of the league.
If Davion Mitchell balls out, he's another good lock, a good one too.
I think Davion Mitchell, where I have him going, I think he's going with 6 man. Not this year, but I think next year he's going with 6 man of the year. Someone said who will play small forward for the Cavs if they take Evan Mobley? Isaac Okoro.
Yeah,
drafted him last
year.
Yeah,
he's their wing. Yeah.
Isaac
Okoro.
I believe who's the other?
Donnie never says bad takes. That is definitely cap.
That is cap. Donnie was saying himself that he makes bad takes.
That I make terrible takes.
Big Fridge asked who's getting Lonzo. So here are my top 3 destinations for Lonzo Ball: Chicago, Los Angeles Lakers, New York Knicks. New York Knicks have the absolute assets, the cap space to get Lonzo Ball. If they want to go and get their guard, the starting point guard, a guy who can play, make, defend, and has gotten as good as he has shooting. If New York Knicks want to get Lonzo, they can get Lonzo.
I agree.
So those are my top 3 spots.
Lakers, Knicks, and Bulls. They all are interested. They're all in quite of a need of Lonzo Ball, and I think they all will make a push at him. So I think whoever gives Lonzo the best home feeling, who'll give Lonzo the best fit, in his opinion, I think that's who Lonzo Ball will choose to sign to. But he's definitely going to have some guys that is going to try to go after him.
What do you think about some of these teams that are not picking in the first round, like the Bulls, like the Bucks, like
Bulls
the
might trade into the first round. They could.
I think the Bucks could also be a team that could trade back into the first round if they see a guard that falls to them.
The Bucks.
I also wonder if Boston could get into this too.
Yeah, Boston might get
Jaylen Brown. Could trade Jaylen Brown. That's a top 10 pick.
What if they try to make a move for Bradley Beal?
Yeah, I think the Warriors are going to end up trading for Domantas Sabonis this draft.
They could.
I really do, and I think the Pacers might pick 3 times in the top 15, which is ridiculous.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go.
Oh,
you go ahead.
Why did this thing go?
All right.
Big Play Slay said, this is what I want for the Lakers' top 3 free agency targets: DeMar DeRozan, Devontae Graham, and Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose to LA, that's an option.
I forgot Devontae Graham was
Crazy Dog says, I could see us drafting Mobley, then trade back to it first, saying the Cavs.
So if they did that, if they drafted Mobley, and let's say they decide they're going to eventually trade Sexton and they want to trade back into the first round and get another guard. Imagine if they went and got Bones Highland, Miles McBride, or something like that.
Christopher.
Cameron Johnson.
Christopher. Yeah. Jaden. I mean, they can.
Springer.
Yeah.
Shit.
They could do that.
I mean, even having a front court of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen would be awesome to watch.
Also, too, Doug McDermott, where y'all think he's going to go? He's in a lot of talks for different teams.
I think he's going to go to...
That's a good question.
I think the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Or Los Angeles really likes him. Both teams, both Clippers and Lakers really like him. So those are another option. The Suns... If they don't like one of their small forwards, they can just get Doug McDermott, and I think that'd be a great fit for them.
Okay.
So,
go ahead, Corrupt.
Joshua Fury, don't you have something going on coming up soon on your channel? That's similar to this?
We will be streaming the NBA draft next Thursday.
Okay.
Before that, aren't you doing a mock draft too, or no?
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
So it's not for sure. But if you have notifications on this channel, then you'll know.
Might do some NFL fantasy mock drafts. I don't know.
That too.
Hey,
Football,
I mean, it's only 110, right? Let's go.
Football is like, what, a little bit less than 2 months away? Look, man, fantasy football is about a month away.
Yeah.
Start working on your fantasy football teams and start game planning.
Start working on yourself.
Okay. Oh, big play Slay. So me during the NFL season, big play Slay, and our good friend Let's Go Birds, we started something. So during the NFL season, we're all Eagles fans, and what we're gonna be doing is every Saturday, we're gonna do a preview of the game, and whoever our opponent is, will get a fan base of that team who's a content creator, and for every single week, we'll be doing collabs. So week 1 for the Falcons, we already have it. Week 2, we play the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure we have ideas for that. Week 3. So every week during the NFL season, we'll do Eagles previews versus our opponent's team and bring on a guest. So that's an announcement for the channel as well for NFL season. Also, this is the second consecutive year of my YouTube fantasy football league. I made one last year. It went pretty successful. I gotta check. I forgot who won the league, but it was pretty successful. So that's gonna be second consecutive year, 10-man PPR. Rules are gonna be the same as last year. Video coming out for that, in August, sometime in August. So channel ideas for the next few months for NFL. We got that with Big Play Slay every Saturday. Some Eagles previews. Similar to what I did with Rocha this year. Last year, I'm sorry. Me and Rocha did an Eagles Niners preview. Me and Corrupt did Eagles Raiders preview. So basically that, but me, Big Play Slay, and our friend Let's Go Birds will all be hosting it. So that should be fun. And that we got NBA free agency content as well. Can't wait for that. The Sixers going to be a lot of trade and free agency talks throughout the off season. So that's what y'all should expect. But Josh, anything to expect from the Sports Fury channel?
Just some fantasy football mock drafts coming up, NBA draft, and then NFL predictions for each team in the NFL. Should be fun.
All right, so mock drafts, NFL mock drafts for them. And Corrupt and Donnie are not content creators. Donnie is actually going to be a voice actor someday. I don't know when he'll ever decide to pursue that. And then Corrupt's going to be a caveman one day. So,
wow, that's tough, bro.
That's something. So, their careers are not on the content side of things. You know, Donnie has Hollywood voice acting to do, and Corrupt has a caveman that he has to pursue. Yes, Corrupt, you have something to say.
So, honestly, that might be changing. I don't know. I've been having a little bit of a creative hunch in my brain in here, and I don't know. I've been thinking of lots of things to do, content-wise.
That's good. I was just gonna say, even though you and Donnie don't have YouTube channels and create content, you guys are really good at talking and keeping a flow going and being entertaining and stuff like that with good personalities. And I could see that. I think you should, man. I think you should absolutely give it a try.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why Corrupt's my most reoccurring guest on the channel. I mean, I can't even count how many times he's been on here. He's been a guest for NFL and NBA stuff. So, I mean, hey, man, the most reoccurring guest on the channel, I mean, for a reason. So, and if Donnie, I'm waiting for the voice acting career. I mean,
they're working on
if you hear this dude in Discord, I mean, you'd be amazed.
I'm working on it.
Working on it. That's all this man Donnie has to say. Working on it.
Hey, that's all you can do is hard work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go around. Everyone, starting with Corrupts. Any last words you would like to say to today's live stream?
All right. I I can't wait for this mock draft. I can't wait for this NBA draft to happen. I can't wait to see how it goes. I can't wait to be, the most accurate one out of the four of us.
Underdog, corrupt.
Underdog. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna remember this. Everybody got picked. Everybody got picked, besides me. I don't know. Maybe it's the headphones. What's going on here?
It's the headphones.
Anyways,
It is.
It's the headphones.
it was a good time. It was a great time doing this with you. It was worth the 3 hours and 8 minutes. Can't wait to do this more often.
Donnie?
I can't wait for the NBA draft. I can't wait for this NBA offseason in general. I can't wait for football. It was a great time with y'all, and I think that it's going to be great to watch this NBA draft on the Sports Fury channel with Josh or in Discord with y'all. I think this is a great time, and I can't wait to do more.
100%. I won't be live for the draft, but 9 times out of 10, Josh and Sean will be. So, Sports Fury channel, link is in the description. But Josh, what's your last words for today's stream, sir?
I just want to say I had a great time. Thank you, MG, for inviting us onto the channel, man. Mm-hmm. And Donnie, Corrupt, you guys did an amazing job. I don't know, I'm just really happy right now. I love everybody in this community, man. You guys are just so awesome. There's so much talent everywhere, and you guys are incredible. And I had a lot of fun. I can't wait for this draft as well, and see who gets more picks. So I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Hey, thank you all for joining. Hey, if everyone's alive, we're gonna be back next year for the 2022 NBA mock draft. Rocha should be joining us this time if he's not going to Vegas. So 2022 mock draft should be even better. Big place to say y'all join the Discord. I'll join. I ain't got nothing else better to do. So appreciate everyone for joining. Josh, Donnie, Corrupt, all of you in the chat today. This was definitely my top 3 stream ever on my channel. So there you go. I can just and as far as peak views, like views at one time, this was number 1. As far as and consistent viewers staying throughout the whole stream. As soon as we hit 20 views at the 5-minute mark, it's been going up. Never really went under 15. So basically, arguably greatest stream all around. And it's good to have guys like this be a part of it. But guess what? This won't be the last time you 3 are on the channel. I have to talk to you guys about some more things and coming up in the next month. So if these guys are alive and they're down, you'll see them here again sooner rather than later. And until next time, everyone out there, please don't die. That's the best advice I can give you.
Please don't die.
Just try to stay alive.
I mean,
I'll try not to.
Don't die.
That's a good send-off. Please don't die.
I love all of my subscribers. Don't die. Please. Don't die like some people. Just it sucks. But now, all seriousness though, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You've been talking sports with MG Nas, and I'm out. Peace.